A healing one remembered. I believe when he saw his skin becoming brand new again, he turned back to go and thank the healer. God expects for us to be grateful and to show gratitude when kindness is done to us. This leper out of all the 10 was a Samaritan. And we know the story that the Jews did not deal with the Samaritan. He was the only one that came back and thanked the Lord. If we are not grateful, we are ungrateful. We do not see the need to say thank you. I really appreciate what you have done for me. Stop complaining. Start showing appreciation when kindness comes your way. The Lord Jesus expects us to show gratitude when goodness comes our way. Stop for a moment and say, thank you. Thank you, Lord, for being so good to me.
At Harold One, I'm Ted Jervis, and this is ZNS.
It's What's Trending with Jiminita Swain and the Bahama Beauty at the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas from Studio A. It all starts right now.
It's a Monday, so that means we're back with a brand new week of entertainment, lifestyle, food, fashion, celebrity gossip, and everything you might have missed over the weekend. You're tuned into What's Trending. I'm Ianthea Ferguson. Here's what's coming up in today's show. Turning up the savings this season, from new devices to a chance to win a 50-inch TCL TV in New Providence, Abaco, and Grand Bahama. Find out how you can score big with BTC's Blue Friday deals and stay connected this holiday season. Plus, from climate change to community change, science plays a powerful role in shaping a peaceful and sustainable future. As the world recognizes Science Day for Peace and Development, we're diving into how science connects us all and exploring how it impacts our daily lives and why it matters now more than ever. And from viral videos to celebrity chatter, we're checking out what everyone's talking about online. Let's find out what in What's the Buzz. We're just getting started. More stories and conversations coming right up after the break.
Representing the Bahamas and the Ministry of Tourism at this year's Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, Regional Manager of Sports and Yachting, Jonathan Lord, and Senior Manager of Vertical Markets, Ahmad Williams, spoke to the importance of the event for our 16-island destination.
The Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show is the largest boat show in the United States. It's unofficially the start to the boat show season in the U.S. It's significant for us because of our proximity to South Florida. South Florida alone has over 900,000 registered vessels, and within 55 nautical miles from places like Fort Lauderdale to Bimini, 55 or 60 nautical miles from places like Palm Beach to Grand Bahama, it's really critical for us to be here to try and capture those 900,000 vessels, to traverse those waters, to come to our beautiful country. Boating and yachting is a major contributor to our economy. Of our 11 million visitors that we had last year, over 260,000 of those visitors were boaters and yachters. They contribute to the economy directly, especially in our out islands, which are favorites and frequent for our boaters and yachters.
It's important because as the Ministry of Tourism, our job is to promote boating to the Bahamas. But for the marina partners, I mean, they want to expand the amount of guests that they want to get to their properties. The boat show allows them to provide information, tell persons about their properties, show them where their properties are located on the maps. The Ministry of Tourism basically gets a large space here at the show, and we invite all of the marina partners to come down and promote their properties. So the collaboration and the partnership is very key, all right, because we're all here for one goal, is to try to create more exposure for the Bahamas and to try to bring more revenue to the islands of the Bahamas.
For more tourism updates, visit Tourism Today or Bahamas.com. I'm Michael Miller, and this is Tourism Today.
The countdown to Blue Friday is on, and BTC is turning up the savings from exciting new devices like the sleek Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7 to an upgraded bill-paying system that makes managing your accounts easier than ever. There's a lot happening in stores across the Bahamas. Plus, you could walk away with a 50-inch TCL TV. Joining us now to break it all down is BTC's marketing manager, Stacey Mackey, here to tell us how we can shop, save, and score this season. Welcome, Stacey.
Thank you for having me.
So sounds like a lot happening at BTC, but Blue Friday is drawing night. Tell us what that is, what we can expect, product savings, all the good stuff.
So, you know, there's only a couple of days left because I could tell you this year is going by so quickly.
Yes.
But we have some great deals, whether you are prepaid or postpaid customers. And I'll tell you this, the icing on the cake is the TCL televisions.
Okay.
So we're making it very simple. It's not going to be hard. So all you have to do is purchase any TCL device and you have the opportunity to win a 50-inch television, smart TV. But I'll tell you this. For a couple of our lucky winners, we're going to upgrade them to a 55-inch TV.
Ooh.
There you go. Yes.
Okay, so you could win the 50, but be upgraded to the 55-inch.
You never know. You never
Exactly.
know.
So all I got to do is purchase the TCL device, leave the receipt, or...
You don't have to worry about leaving the receipt. You can take your receipt with you, but we'll have you in the system. And then on well, I shouldn't say Black, but on Blue Friday,
Yes.
Blue Friday, we will be pulling 3 winners. We'll be pulling 1 winner in New Providence, 1 in Grand Bahama, and 1 in Abaco. So once you, and we don't want people to think that we're just Nassau-centric.
Please, because you know.
I know, right? So we want you to purchase your device, and actually you can start purchasing your device as of Friday.
Okay.
And all of those names will be entered into the drawing for 3 TVs that will be pulled on the 28th, which is Blue Friday.
Yes.
Now I'll tell you this, we'll have a couple more televisions left after that, and we will pull the remaining winners on the 19th of December. So if you don't
in time
win,
for Christmas.
Yeah, you know, you're doing your renovations and stuff.
I
you
love
pull out your 55-inch TV when the whole family come on by. We got you covered.
Awesome. And we also know that BTC has that sexy new Samsung
Listen.
Flip Galaxy. I have not had a flip phone in so long, but I saw that one and I'm like, you know what? I could go back. Tell us about that.
The Flip is back. That's right. The Samsung. This is the Galaxy Z Flip. This is the 7. And it is a chic. Oh, this device is just so nice. It is chic. It is compact. And you know, for ladies, when we're going out, we like to ensure that, you know, our bag can accommodate as many things as possible. So that Flip guarantees that that's going to give you that added space that you need in your bag.
So some of the features about this phone, I know it flips, which is going to take us back to like the 2000s, a little throwback there, but some of the other features we can find in this phone.
Now, before I answer that, are you an Android or an iPhone?
I'm an Android.
Okay,
There you go. I'm asking you these questions because listen, I am interested.
So I can tell you right now, the camera features on this device, I tell people that, you know, iPhone, y'all cannot touch the Android.
Listen, my kind of girl.
Cannot touch us when it comes to to the camera,
yes.
When it comes to the video, because what I think that, particularly if you like, and I know you know, you're the content queen.
Yes, I need the pictures to be spicy and crispy, and Android has always given me that.
This is the device that you definitely want to have. It's 250 gigs of storage, so you know you are good to go as well at it. You know, and sometimes people say, well, you know, it can't take a screen protector, it can't take a case.
Yeah.
This is not going to be a device that you're going to have to worry about because it's durable.
Okay.
It's waterproof, it's durable. You know, sometimes you have your phone in your hand and you're working around water, you're in the kitchen, you're multitasking, and oops, it dropped. You're going to be fine. Now, I'm not telling you to drop your phone. I'm not saying that.
Test it out, eh?
No, I'm not saying that, but it is definitely a great phone to have, a must-have for your Christmas wish list.
Put that on my birthday and Christmas wish list.
And listen, they're in store now.
now. Okay.
They're in store now, so you do not have to wait until Blue Friday to snag one of those.
Okay, perfect. And we talk about, you know, these TVs and these promotions being for all Bahamians, all across the islands, right?
Yes.
Talk to us about how our friends and our family in Abaco, Grand Bahama can be a part of these promotions. Are you having promotions there, events there as well?
Yeah, so whenever we have our offers, our promotions, and our activations, we ensure that we do them nationwide. So it's not just that you have to be in Nassau to take advantage of it. And that's why with the TCL television promotion, we wanted to ensure that we had some winners on the Family Islands. And you can take advantage of so many things that's going to be going on for the month of December, particularly, as well as November. So when you, listen, let me just say this.
So much happening.
You may not win the TCL television, but it doesn't mean that you have to walk away empty-handed, because we're going to be having gifts with purchase. And TCL sent some, oh my God, they sent some beautiful gifts that are going to go with the phones. And I'm talking about their cases. There's also some TCL watches. You know, so you won't be walking away empty-handed this holiday season, because we have so much that we are going to be offering. And Samsung is doing the same thing as well. We have Samsung cases, and of course we'll have some earbuds that we will be pairing with devices. So, you know, you come into the store nationwide and you will be getting a pleasant surprise. A little something, definitely.
And we know that you're known for making things easier for customers. So talk to us a little bit about this new bill paying system, because I'm a gal, put it on my phone, my tablet, my laptop, let me do it there. So talk to us about this new system.
So we are going to be rolling out a new bill format, which is going to be a simpler version of your bill, but all of the details that you need. And, you know, sometimes people have a lot of questions, so they give us a call. We're making sure, we're not saying don't call us, we're not saying that, but we want to ensure that you have all of the information that's right there. Not everybody likes to use the MyBTC app, but I'm going to tell you now, y'all got to use the MyBTC app. It has so many great features that's in the app. You know, sometimes people say, well, why is my bill so high? You can see, because you can actually view your usage in real time. So whether that's your data or your phone calls, you can view all of that in real time. So you can see just how much you're calling, just how much data you're using as it relates to anything you're doing on your phone. And so the new bill format, it breaks that down. It's a simple, cleaner version of what was your bill before. So we want you to be very happy, and don't be surprised. We want you to be happy what we're doing, what we're launching.
Well, some incredible deals and a few lucky winners about to enjoy that brand new TCL TV and the party. Thank you so much, Stacey, for sharing what's new with BTC. And remember, everyone, those Blue Friday deals won't last forever. So head over to your nearest BTC store in New Providence, Abaco, Grand Bahama, all around the Bahamas, and stay connected with savings this season.
If you would like to be a part of What's Trending, DM us on Instagram at What's Trending on ZNS.
Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy, all new.
Signature hot wings.
What's your flavor?
Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken, you know.
Those pepper wings.
Now available at Popeyes in Nassau.
Coming this fall, Royston Jones and Melina Leonard on the Bahamas Tonight Access Now. Weekdays, 7:30 p.m. Tune in and get your fill of community news. Family Island news, entertainment, and, well, sometimes slithering animals. That's the Bahamas Tonight Access Now, weekdays, 7:30 p.m. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Hi, I'm Brent from CBS Bahamas. Listen, if you're a contractor or tradesman, you want to be a part of our Preferred Contractors program. By enrolling in our Preferred Contractors program, you'll save 10% automatically at both of our locations. And guess what? The more you spend, the more you save. That discount can increase. Register today at cbsbahamas.com/register using your trade name to be automatically enrolled.
diet-friendly special?
Today, the United Nations recognizes World Science Day for Peace and Development, a day that highlights the vital role science plays in society, not just in labs and classrooms, but in how we live, learn, and solve global challenges together. Joining us is Dr. Rihanna Neely, an environmental scientist at the Ministry of Environment, who's passionate about making science accessible and showing how it can be a force for peace, progress, and purpose. Welcome to What's Trending, Dr. Neely.
Thank you very much for having me.
Happy World Science Day.
Happy World Science Day.
So for those who don't know, talk to us a little bit about this day, how it came about and why it's so important.
So, well, science is very critically important to all of us. I like to say that in the Bahamas especially, a part of my job is making sure that the science feeds into the policies that we see, especially as it relates to the environment.
Right.
And so we need to definitely have science at the forefront in the Bahamas, driving what it is that we're seeing. We see a lot of changes in our country, biodiversity changes, climate changes, chemical changes, all kind of things. And the science, what we're researching, what we're learning, should be driving the policies that we see.
And so the UN called it World Science Day for Peace and Development. Talk to us about that connection, that bridge. How does it all come together?
So, well, first of all, science is the pursuit of knowledge, right? So anybody is a scientist. And so science can be applied to peace. Okay. We're using a lot of artificial intelligence to show us how do we get around or how do we communicate. I know a lot of people in my office, they tend to use it to soften some language. So artificial intelligence, space, all of these sciences, chemistry, mathematics, physics, have taught us that certain things apply straight across the board. And when we apply these principles, then we can get the desired result. And so when we're looking at science, like I said, anybody and everybody is a scientist. Once you are pursuing knowledge, you can apply that knowledge to the getting of peace. You can apply that knowledge to the development of policy, to anything essentially that you want to do.
And I like that you said that, because a lot of people feel like science has no place in their everyday life.
No.
And they live it, and they're doing science without even knowing it sometimes. When you talk about AI, but what about health? What about other avenues of technology? What about the beauty industry? Like, so many ways science is applied to our everyday life. So remind us that we live it every day, we do it every day, and that it's something that's here to stay.
So when I was working on my master's degree, I did a focus in environmental education. And I worked with a lot of women who were training to be teachers, and they were essentially afraid of science. They were afraid to teach chemistry and physics.
Why?
And because on the face of it, you look at these numbers, and you look at these letters and these numbers and these signs, all of them communicating together. But what I said to them was, what I reminded them, I asked them a question. How many of you have ever relaxed your own hair? I have never relaxed my own hair or colored it. But if you have done that, you are a chemist. You have combined chemicals together in a specific ratio, applied it to your body.
Know when to, how long to leave it on.
How long to leave it on,
when to take it off. How to wash it off.
Exactly. So you are a chemist. Ooh. And you, proud of you.
Thank you.
There you go. So a lot of women are afraid of science because it is presented in a way that's very intimidating.
Yeah.
But once we realize that if you're mixing water, lime, and sugar, that is a mixture. That is a chemical mixture that cannot be separated once it's mixed well. That is a part of the basics of chemistry. Yeah. What is a mixture? What is a compound? So sometimes they're introduced to us in spaces, in cold labs and stuff where we're very intimidated and afraid of what it is. But science is all around us.
Yeah.
We understand science at a very basic level, but it is sometimes for someone to, break it down and to show you, hey, you've done that. That's chemistry.
Yeah.
That's physics.
So there's a need then for more young people, especially our young women then, to seek out these careers and even education in the science industry. How is it there? What should we be doing more of? Do we need more of this?
Well, I work in an office that is predominantly women, but we definitely need more women in the environmental sciences, in biology, in chemistry, in engineering, in architecture. And so I would definitely encourage parents. I used to talk to parents all the time when I was at the University of the Bahamas. And in environmental science in particular, a lot of parents would say, well, what can my child do? Or what can my daughter do with this? This is can't make a living. And let me tell you, there are many ways to make a living in the environmental sciences, in any kind of science.
Yeah.
We have researchers that come from all over the world to study the Bahamas' biodiversity, to learn about this environment, to work in this environment. And so there are options, there are so many options. If your child, your daughter in particular, has a good science brain, she's always asking questions and very inquisitive, and she likes to work with her hands, push her in that direction.
Yes.
It's a mixture.
I love it. Well, science truly is more than a subject. It's a bridge between knowledge and action, discovery and peace. Dr. Lily, thank you so much for joining us and for continuing to champion science as a tool for understanding, growth, and unity. Happy World Science Day.
Happy World Science Day.
Thank you so much for being here. Well, all hail the king. The Grammy nominations are out, and is Meghan Markle heading back to the big screen? Find out next in What's the Buzz?
May be tough, but Wendy's got you covered. Grab a day single or chicken sandwich with a junior fries and 16-ounce beverage for just $6.95. Why choose less from the other guys when you can get more? At Wendy's, we're providing bigger bites and better deals. So purchase your Tings Tough Value Meal today. Now available at all locations excluding the airport and food truck.
Every day, feel more. Bold. Strong. Emotional. Free. Joyful. Feel everything. Feel it all. Myself, the Eau de Parfum, and the new Absolute, Yves Saint Laurent.
Available at Lorix Duty Free, Bay and Parliament, Old Fort Bay, Marathon Mall and Palmdale.
You've got termites and need to get rid of them fast? Trust Rent-A-Kill Initial. With over 60 years experience in the Bahamas, the global brand, training, and expertise can't be beat. Only Rent-A-Kill Initial gives you a 3-year warranty and payment plan options on termite fumigation. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rent-A-Kill Initial.
If it's trending, we've seen it. If it's messy, we're talking about it. Grab your tea. It's time for What's the Buzz? The 2026 Grammy nominations are out, and it had the internet in a tizzy this weekend. Kendrick Lamar is leading the pack with 9 nominations, including Record, Song, and Album of the Year. Lamar also scored nods in Rap Performance, Rap Duo Group Performance, and Melodic Rap. He is followed closely by Lady Gaga's record-breaking 7 nominations. Gaga's up for Record, Song, and Album of the Year for the first time. The Album of the Year contenders include a wild mix: Sabrina Carpenter, Bad Bad Bunny, Justin Bieber, Clips, Leon Thomas, and Tyler, the Creator. Meanwhile, Blackpink's Rosé made history as the first K-pop artist ever nominated for Record of the Year with song Appetite, Appetite, with duet with Bruno Mars. The snub everyone's talking about, though? The Weeknd. Despite submitting his album Hurry Up Tomorrow in over a dozen categories, the Toronto superstar got 0 nominations. The 2026 Grammys air February 1st.
I know you've been waiting a long time for this. The tracks are made, the songs are ready. Let's take it from the top.
Hail the King. The new Michael Jackson biopic dropped recently, the trailer that is, and as expected, everyone is already buzzing about this movie. But before the new movie even drops, it's already breaking records. The trailer alone has been viewed, get this, 116 million times in just 24 hours, making it the most viewed music biopic trailer of all time and the largest trailer launch in Lionsgate history. Set to premiere in the theaters on April 24, 2026, Michael stars Jafar Jackson, the late King of Pop's nephew, in the lead role. This film promises to explore Michael Jackson's complex legacy through both iconic performances and personal moments. The singer's mother, Katherine Jackson, said Jafar embodies Michael and that she's proud to see her grandson carry on the Jackson legacy of entertainers and performers. And a princess and an actor? Yes, of course, if the Duchess of Sussex has it her way. According to the blogs, Meghan is returning to the big screen after an 8-year hiatus. According to multiple reports, the artist formerly known as Meghan Markle is set to have a small cameo in a film called Close Personal Friends, which stars Lily Collins, Jack Quaid, Brie Larson, and Henry Golding. Meghan has clearly been sharpening those on-camera skills, though. She's host of the Netflix series With Love, Meghan. And well, she's not a lawyer yet. Kim Kardashian announced this weekend that she has failed her bar exam yet again. In an announcement shared to social media, she wrote, "Well, I'm not a lawyer yet. I just play a very well-dressed one on TV," referring to her new role in her new Hulu show, All's Fair. She said 6 years into her law journey, and she's still all in until she passes that bar exam. She went on to say, falling short isn't failure, it's fuel, and that she's so close to passing, but now this only motivates her more. This is Kardashian's 4th unsuccessful attempt to obtain a law license in California. And that's a wrap on What's the Buzz. From Grammy shocks to royal comebacks, there's never a dull moment in Hollywood. Stay tuned, we'll keep you posted on all the headlines everyone's talking about. There's more What's Trending after this break.
Diet-friendly special.
Bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding dong. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding dong. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding dong.
Coming this fall, Royston Jones and Melina Leonard on the Bahamas Tonight Access Now. Weekdays, 7:30 p.m. Tune in and get your fill of community news. Family Island news, entertainment, and, well, sometimes slithering animals. That's the Bahamas Tonight Access Now. Weekdays, 7:30 p.m. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Hi, I'm Brett Burrows, Vice President of Retail and Sales here at CBS Bahamas. When it comes to delivery, we've got you covered. For our Family Island customers, we offer complimentary drop-off to the mailboat of your choice. And for our Nassau customers, island-wide delivery is just $5, no matter how much or how little you may order. Shop online today at cbsbahamas.com.
On Tuesday's show, Junkanoo goes global. The Acadia Junkanoo Club brought Bahamian beats and color to Canada's Acadia University. We're going live via Zoom with the president and music teacher to hear the highlights, the crowd's reactions, and why sharing Bahamian culture abroad is such a rush. And that's a wrap on your Monday What's Trending. Follow us on Instagram at What's Trending on ZNS for show clips and behind the scenes moments. I'm Ayanthea. See you right back here tomorrow at 6 p.m.
And Lyford Key, I'm Tanya Smith Cartwright. This is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. SBDC empowers entrepreneurs through its Level Up series. Also, the NTA continues free training programs for young Bahamians. And regional experts gather for the Bonefish and Tarpon Trust Symposium.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Shalia Roll. Thanks so much for tuning in. Topping the news tonight, over the past 3 years, the Small Business Development Center has been hosting its Level Up series, an ongoing initiative dedicated to empowering entrepreneurs and small business owners through access to critical business information, tools, and networking opportunities. This year's event brought together an impressive lineup of speakers and local business representatives, including the Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Boxey. Jolanda Thompson-Evers has tonight's top stories.
Igniting a wave of economic empowerment across the Bahamas. The SBDC's Level Up Entrepreneurial Training took place this Saturday, bringing together entrepreneurs from across Grand Bahama to gain valuable business training and insight. Executive Director Samantha Rule says the companies they've partnered with for this initiative are a unique group with distinct skill sets and potential.
We've engaged partners such as Bahamas Development Bank, Toastmasters International. We have Commonwealth Bank, Alive Business has been our signature partner for this event for the past 3 years. And so we're really here to provide access to entrepreneurs and small businesses, to have information, to engage.
This year's forum stood out as the first 50 entrepreneurs received free professional headshots by Frame Studios. Several vendors also offering branding and financial consultations, along with tips on strengthening business models. Among the presenters were Mark Russell from Alive, and also in attendance was partner Malik Ambrister from Executive Financial Solutions.
Alive Business has been a long-term partner with the SBDC. And we want to foster growth with small businesses throughout the Bahamas. So we're not just sponsoring this event, we're a long-time partner, we're here for the long haul, and we develop products and services that small businesses can use to excel.
So we are an accounting and AI advisory firm. We assist business with their bookkeeping, making sure that their financial records are maintained, as well as businesses that are looking for AI digital solutions, implementing that in their business. We assist them with that as well.
Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxey, who served as one of the presenters, says through the Guaranteed Loan Program, the SBDC is helping small and medium-sized businesses grow, giving them direct access to funding and resources that keep them strong and sustainable.
SBDC is empowering small and medium-sized businesses by providing platforms where they can directly access funding and resources to support their viability and sustainability. Now that's what I call progress.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson, Everest.
Meanwhile, the National Training Agency continues its mission to prepare Bahamians for the world of work, offering free training programs for 16 to 24-year-olds that focus not only on technical ability, but also on the soft skills needed to succeed in today's job market. There's more in this report. The National Training Agency says while many Bahamians have the technical know-how to get a job, too many still lack the soft skills needed to keep one. Manager at NTA, Deborah Pratt, says that's exactly why the NTA exists, to help prepare individuals for success in the workplace.
Young people who may not have gotten so many academic certificates in school, but the NTA, the National Training Agency, is here to give them a second chance.
Soft skills refer to the personal qualities and behavior that help individuals succeed in the workplace. Things like communication, teamwork, problem solving, and professionalism. NTA officials say these traits are just as important as technical abilities, and that's why they continue to focus on developing them through their training programs. The agency also keeps participants' resumes on file to help connect them with potential job opportunities once they completed their courses.
The National Training Agency also works somewhat as a job placement agency, whereas everyone that would have gone through the agency, we have their resumes on file, and we have businesses that reach out to us every now and again.
Pratt also notes that all of the National Training Agency programs are offered free of charge, giving every participant an opportunity to gain valuable skills and training without any financial burden.
It's free. All that we do is free. Now, for the certifications that we do with City and Guilds, there's a small fee for that. But for the National Training Agency, in terms of the mandatory workforce preparatory program that I mentioned, with the training with the soft skills, there's no fee to the trainee.
And the National Training Agency is preparing to launch its next training cohort in February. Registration is already underway. Those interested can contact the agency at 351-0421 or 727-1418 for more information. Switching gears now, scientists, conservationists, and fishing guides from across the region gathered in Fort Lauderdale, Florida for the Bonefish and Tarpon Trust 8th International Science Symposium, where participants shared research and strategies focused on protecting bonefish and tarpon. Here's that report. Conservation experts, researchers, and fishing guides from across the region gathered for the Bonefish and Tarpon Trust 8th International Science Symposium, bringing together voices from the Bahamas, Belize, the Florida Keys, and Cuba, all united in mission to protect the region's valuable flat fisheries.
BTT has been doing for more than a decade in the Bahamas is really looking at the fish behavior as well as their migration and areas that they go for spawning. And then also some of the changes in their patterns related to habitat destruction.
The two-day event focused on the latest research and ongoing efforts to preserve bonefish and tarpon populations, species that play a vital role in both the marine ecosystem and the region's tourism industry. Sharing insight on conservation efforts was Rashima Ingram, Caribbean Program Director at the Bonefish and Tarpon Trust.
It is important to the fisheries, especially because we have so many people that rely on the fisheries. Healthy habitats mean that there's likely going to be a healthy fish population, and not only the bonefish population. We're talking about conch, we're talking about other crabs, we're talking about the whole connectivity of the ecosystems.
Enforcement was another key topic. Representatives from the Bahamas Wildlife Enforcement Network joined the discussion, outlining strategies for improving compliance and monitoring within Bahamian waters.
The reason why we want to work in tandem with the guides is because they are on the ground all the time. time. And so if we can have their trust and their cooperation, it'll help to make enforcement a lot more smoother.
Bahamas Research Manager at the Bonefish and Tarpon Trust, Justin Lewis, also shared details on projects currently in the works for the Bonefish and Tarpon Trust.
Identify where bonefish and permit spawning sites are. We've actually identified 11 bonefish spawning sites around the Bahamas thus far, and have been able to get a few protected.
The symposium also underscored the value of collaboration between the nations, as bonefish and tarpon often migrate across borders, making regional partnerships vital for long-term sustainability. Organizers say through continued research, conservation, and enforcement, they hope to ensure that the region's flat fisheries remain healthy and productive for years to come. In news from the Berry Islands, the police and medical personnel on that northern island were busy responding to a shark attack that resulted in injuries to an American man on Sunday, November 9th. Reports reveal that shortly after 12:30 p.m., a 24-year-old American man was spearfishing in waters of Chub Key when a shark bit him during the retrieval of his catch. The individual received initial medical treatment for minor injuries and has since been discharged.
And still to come.
The nation's leader among those gathering to remember Bimini's unsung heroes.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this month's business.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CB. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you came for. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
And look at Gigi.
With Miles.
I want you gone.
What?
Get on my house.
From the producers of Grace, Purpose-Driven Acts, and Calvary Temple Performing Arts Ministry presents The Search for Love, November 28th and 29th at Calvary Temple, Clive Avenue. Get your tickets at Subs and More, LMR Building downtown, Perfumes of Lucaya at Lucaya Shopping Plaza, the Cutting Edge Barbers and Supplies at Millennium Mall, and the Calvary Temple, Clive Avenue. Tickets are $25 in advance. At the door, you pay more. Doors open at 6:30. Show starts at 7:30. See you there.
Edinburgh Napier University, the #1 modern university in Scotland, is now recruiting for their January 2026 intake and is holding a free information session at the British Colonial Hotel on November 18th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Edinburgh Napier's programs, which include the AACSB accredited and NACOB recognized MBA and BA business top-ups for holders of associate degrees, are 100% online, 100% relevant, and 100% flexible, and can be completed in a minimum of 1 year. Reserve a place now at seidegrees.com. That's www.seidegrees.com.
Your #1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. In honor of Remembrance Day, government officials, family, friends, and Biminites gathered to honor 17 of Bimini's unsung heroes, men and women that served in the U.S. Armed Forces. Our Sherelle Dames has the details.
It was a moment set aside to honor those who took the charge to stand with courage in the face of war. A cadre of veterans serving on location from Okinawa, Japan to Afghanistan, awarded for their unselfish service to the United States Armed Forces, which by extension not only protected the free world, but also the shores of our Bahama land. Prime Minister Honorable Philip Davis, serving as the keynote speaker at the award ceremony, says ever so often a community does something that matters, and tonight was one of those moments.
They wore uniform, they faced the unknown, and they did it with the same determination that has always defined the people of Bimini.
The weekend of events began Friday with a motorcade to Heroes Park, where a plaque dedicated to the veterans was officially unveiled. Then on Saturday, November 8th, a special honors and awards ceremony held at Resorts World Bimini. Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and Bimini, Kingsley Smith, expressing deep gratitude to the veterans, noting that these are often the quiet stories that go untold.
You left the warmth of our small islands. You traded our calm seas for distant battlefields. You stood tall and swore an oath not for yourselves, but for the defense of freedom.
Michael Pintard, leader of the opposition, also on hand for the occasion, praising the honorees for their unselfish sacrifice.
The average person is not putting themselves in harm's way when they know people back home are partying and living a lavish lifestyle. You decided in the midst of opulence in the United States, in the midst of prosperity in the Bahamas, that you were still prepared to put your life on the line.
Committee Chair Edward Wilkinson says this recognition is a small token of gratitude that's long been overdue, while Honoree Gregory Arena, who served as an F-16 crew chief, was simply excited to be a part of the ceremony.
This has been something that I envisioned about 10 years ago.
I feel so proud as a Bahamian that served in the United States Air Force.
Tonight, Bimini's unsung heroes honored through a special recognition ceremony as the country observes Remembrance Day. And with government officials, friends, and family sharing in the moment, it is certainly a proud night for these men and women whose service and courage stretch far beyond the Bimini shores. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Sherelle Dames.
Members of the Diplomatic Corps, the Ministry for Grand Bahama, parliamentarians, senior members of the Royal Bahamas Police and Defense Force, among many other agencies, gathered at Mary Sarvisi Church for the 63rd Remembrance Day service, a day where special tribute is paid to fallen veterans of World War I and II and the Korean-Vietnam Gulf War. The occasion began with schools and organizations like the Boys Brigade marching from the Pro-Cathedral of Christ the King to Mary Star in celebration. Following tradition, wreaths were laid in commemoration by veteran families, government officials, and others. Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, taking note of residents understanding the importance of honoring the memory of those who gave their lives in the fight for freedom.
We do this every year. We give thanks, we wear our poppies, and we celebrate those who have been a part of the struggle. Happy to see that we had a full church and that so many people on Grand Bahama Island came to remember those who have fought for, who have given their lives, and those who are still in the fight. And so, a very, very beautiful service.
In his homily, Reverend Deacon Joshua Davis, reminding those in the congregation that their sacrifices were not in vain and encapsulated the true meaning of laying one's life down for their brothers and sisters. He calls Remembrance Day an important moment that invokes the sense of humility and compassion.
My friends, it is a reminder that remembrance is not only the act of recalling facts from the past, it also becomes a spiritual discipline for us. It keeps our hearts tender. It keeps our faith connected to gratitude. And when we gather in silence, when we sing hymns of peace, and when we wear the poppy, we are also participating in this liturgy of love. In my view, it is a miniature resurrection, a reminder that the blood of sacrifice can indeed give hope and give birth to that same new hope.
It's time now for our weekly Health is Wealth featured by Doctors Hospital.
Today's topic is teen pregnancy. Pregnancy can be one of the most difficult experiences that a teenage girl can ever face. Understanding how to support your daughter as she deals with pregnancy is extremely important. Pregnant teens and their babies are at a higher risk of experiencing various health problems than those who are older. The most common complications for pregnant teens, particularly for those who are younger than the age of 15, as well as those who don't receive prenatal care, include anemia, high blood pressure, and preterm labor. Babies who are born to teen mothers are more likely to be born prematurely and have a low birth weight. A pregnant teen can improve her chances of having a healthy baby by taking good care of herself. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and remember, your greatest wealth is your health.
That's a look at stories making news. Shane, what's happening in sports?
Well, volleyball champions were crowned in the Grand Bahama Games, and don't worry, Marco City made you proud. So more of that is coming up.
There you have it. Sports comes your way next.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Here at Island Bedding, we provide Bahamians a local option for factory direct quality sleep products. We have also expanded to include a range of furniture and home accessories. Check out our new living room pieces, including sectional, TV stands, accent tables, and more. Come on down to Island Bedding and feast your eyes on prices you have to see to believe. Located at number 5 Queens Highway, across from Caribbean Veterinarian.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
Grand Bahama, get ready. This is yours truly, Pastor LaQuez Williams, inviting you to a live concert at Jubilee Cathedral this November 16th at 6 p.m. Live in concert with Peter King, How I Cross Over, and Bishop Simeon Outen, and many others. You don't want to miss it. We will also have special appearance by Sunland Baptist Academy students. Part proceeds goes to Sunland Baptist Academy renovation. You don't want to miss this amazing concert.
Psst. Guess what? Budget Pest Control has something important to show you. Cobb Determin's former Salmus, the super termite. What makes them super? Their ferocious appetite can attack your home from below and above. They even attack forestry. But don't worry. Budget Pest Control has extensively studied this species on Grand Bahama. You can even check out our scientific paper. So you can count on us to protect your investment. Call Budget Pest Control, the termite specialist.
Top of the evening, everybody. I'm Shane Stubbs, and welcome to the ZNS Total Sports Cave. The Pine Ridge Builders are women's volleyball champions of this year's Churchill Tennant Knowles Grand Bahama Games. They put a leash on the Marco City Bulldogs 2-1. Here's Zaria Ingram from the Builders on the win.
It's my first Grand Bahama Games. I'm very proud to be a part of this constituency. It was very nerve-wracking, especially in the beginning. I really wanted our team to win because I feel like we did a lot to get to this point.
Continuing with the ladies, the Central Grand Bahama Braves are your bronze medalists after muzzling the East Grand Bahama Raccoons 2-1. On the men's side of the net, the Bulldogs proved to be the top dogs after defeating the Raccoons in 2 straight sets, 25-14 and 26-24. And the West Grand Bahama and Bimini Marlins are your bronze medalists by way of default. Now, after volleyball, Marco City leads with 45 points. East Grand Bahama and Pine Ridge are tied at 30 points apiece. Central sits in 4th with 25 points. And West Grand Bahama and Bimini are in 5th with 20 points. Meanwhile, the Grand Bahama Basketball Association Light League returns with 3 games on tap this evening at the St. George's Gymnasium. Let's hear from Commissioner Trevor Smith and Vice President Andrew Cat Williams on this year's expectations.
We have 2 new teams from Celebration Key, so that should be exciting. You know, all the players are excited to play.
We had a lot of parity last year. 5th and the 6th seed actually made it to the championship last year. This is something that was unprecedented for us. So we're excited to see who's going to make it to the top this year.
The Dudley boys are the defending champs, so you know that means they've got a huge target on their backs.
We know this league is a very tough league. We faced a lot of adversity last year and figured out a way to come out on top, so this year should be exciting.
We have a lot of talent. Our team is very diverse, and they come to play some ball.
You know, it's a long season, like I say, so we got a lot of time to come out there and get things together as the season go on.
We added a few key pieces, a few veterans we added to the team, some young talent, some young legs, which we needed because that's what was one of our downfalls last year.
Tonight, Connect Shipping gets things started taking on the New Era Gym Rats, followed by the Celebration Key Cruisers taking on the Grupo Anderson Little Boat Shooters. And closing out the night is the Dudley Boys taking on the Pizza Hut Lions. And sliding in lastly, here's an update on baseball in the Grand Bahama Games. East Grand Bahama blanked Pine Ridge 11-0. Central Grand Bahama survived Marco City 4-3. And West Grand Bahama and Bimini quieted Pine Ridge 9-6. And some news from the St. George's Gymnasium. The St. George's Jaguars are your 2025 IL Cares Tip-Off Classic champions. After defeating the 5-time champions and the Sunland Stingers moments ago, we'll have more details in a later newscast. But that's my time, everybody. Your Facebook friend of the day is next. I'm Shane Stubbs. Catch you on the rebound.
Strength isn't claimed, it's built. At Heroic Concrete, every block is made with purpose. Crafted to protect, poured to endure. From ready-mix to premium 8-inch blocks, we supply the strength our nation needs. Proudly made in Grand Bahama, built for hurricanes, built for legacy. Creating products that bring value to our lives and strength to our future. Call 820-4376 or email sales@heroicgrouplimited.com.
Save more drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family. The brands you're looking for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm self-insuring my investments starting with this tarp.
We all remember the blue tarps after the storm. Let's make sure that we are covered with more than a tarp. Don't allow your investment to be at risk. Protect your investment with one of our insurance policies. Nobody does it better.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps, or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization, so if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that's going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Shalia Roll.
I'm Shane Stubbs.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Here's a live look at the Bahamas tonight, coming your way next.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the Bahamas Nurses Union lashes out over the suspension of one of its members. Hear how that decision is helping to shape its new industrial agreement. Plus, a call for action as the region loses its measles elimination status. And hired, hundreds of Bahamians land new jobs with a sprawling, soon-to-open Paradise Island project. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. The Bahamas Nurses Union slams the suspension of a veteran nurse following a viral video exposing worsening conditions at the Princess Margaret Hospital. The union president is tonight calling on the powers that be to come together and address a myriad of pressing concerns. Our Leah Cooper joins us live in studio with the details.
Bahamas Nurses Union President Muriel Lightbourne is not at all happy, and that has everything to do with the recent suspension of veteran nurse Pearline Williams. This after a video circulated online discussing poor conditions at the Princess Margaret Hospital. At a press conference at the union's headquarters on Tonic Williams-Starling Highway Monday, Lightbourne held nothing back, charging that complaints about rodents, mold, and unsafe conditions in the public health care facilities have been ignored for far too long.
I honestly believe, like Ms. Williams, we take too long. I don't know what will happen after this, but I'm hoping that some resolution will come out after all of this.
According to Lightbourne, Williams received a call advising she would need union representation immediately and was then summoned to the principal nursing officer, where following a second meeting with the PNO, HR director, and a senior union officer, the terms of her suspension from October 31st to November 14th were explained. Health Minister Dr. Michael Darville and former Health Minister Dr. Dwayne Sands have both condemned the decision.
When I hear the former Minister of Health speaks to this matter as if this is something new, it baffles me. I have been dealing with the minister for the past couple of months for nurses in the Ministry of Health, in the Department of Health, that was suspended unconstitutionally, and he has said nothing.
Lightbourne says what has happened should spark serious talk about protecting whistleblowers. It's a right already spelled out in the Freedom of Information Act passed back in 2017, but that law still hasn't been enacted. Executive Chairman of the Organization for Responsible Governance, Matt Aubrey, elaborates.
While there is a clause in the Freedom of Information Act 2017 that references that anybody bringing forward information in good faith should be protected, there isn't any clarity on how that would happen or where that is.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
Well, thanks, Leah. Still talking health. Measles is back in the news after making a worrisome comeback. The Pan American Health Organization this morning revealing a troubling surge in the highly contagious respiratory disease that stripped the region of its free measles status for the first time in more than 2 decades. According to PAHO's latest data, more than 7,000 confirmed cases have been reported across 10 countries in America so far this year, a sharp rise compared to the same period in 2024. Head of Comprehensive Immunizations, Dr. Daniel Salas, pins down the resurgence to declining immunization coverage, pandemic disruptions, and misinformation surrounding vaccines.
It is important to continue the assessment. They started to present cases in January 2025. But, as Dr. Jarbas Barbosa mentioned, we are really encouraging and hoping that they are going to be able to stop the transmission due to the same strain before that January comes. But it is important that, for the classification of the outbreak, they need to have epidemiological research on the field to try to have very clear if there is a link between the different states outbreaks that they have been presenting. But we're hoping that U.S. is going to be able to stop the transmission as they did in the past.
Now, while the Bahamas has no confirmed cases, local health authorities expressed concern that falling vaccination rates could leave the country vulnerable to an imported case. PAHO Assistant Director Dr. Rhonda Seeley-Thomas stresses that while the disease is highly contagious, it's entirely preventable. She points to efforts to restore stronger immunization coverage as key to regaining the region's measles-free status and preventing further spread.
We seek to get 95% coverage for both first and second doses. It's a challenge sometimes to get that coverage for the second dose. For the Caribbean in general, the Caribbean does have good vaccination rates. We do see a decline from time to time. You mentioned the upcoming winter season. Yes, we are concerned about diseases that can be transmitted via the respiratory tract, via respiratory secretions, and measles is one of those. So, of course, we are concerned. So we encourage countries to get the vaccination coverage to at least 95%. We also encourage persons to report cases of fever and rash as soon as possible, as Dr. Salas would have mentioned, to not travel when they do have symptoms of fever and rash so that we can avoid the spread of disease.
The Bahamas, meantime, getting a jump start on World AIDS Day. A special assembly held at ZNS School this morning ahead of the December 1st observance. The whole idea is to raise awareness about HIV/AIDS prevention among the youth. Research coordinator for the National HIV/AIDS and Infectious Disease Program, Lynette DeVoe, telling students that while significant progress has been made since the first case of HIV was confirmed in the Bahamas, there's still a lot more work to be done.
Medication is available, it's free of charge to the public, and so persons are living long, healthy lives with HIV. And I think because of that confidence or a sense of ease, persons don't regard HIV as frightening as they did before. And we think that, so it's a double-edged sword where persons are getting into care, and we want that, but we also want to ensure that persons don't get HIV by making healthy choices.
Prevention educator at the Ministry of Health, Keith Camp, adding that while the number of HIV/AIDS cases in the Bahamas is trending downward, all age groups, particularly young people, need to make wise decisions regarding their sexual health.
The decision will help to ensure we continue to see the progress and decrease of HIV throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And so we need them to know what is HIV, what is AIDS, how not to contract HIV, dispel myths and misconceptions that they may have, help them to be educated to break stigma and barriers as it relates to discrimination for HIV in the country.
Coming up, hundreds hired for soon-to-come Paradise Island destination experience. That story and more when the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, returns.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this month.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. choose CB. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
The new KFC Fill-Up Box, serving 6 juicy pieces of chicken, 4 buttery biscuits, crispy fries to share, and 12 premium original recipe KFC nuggets, all packed into one crave-worthy box. So dig in and do whatever the crunch you want with the KFC Fill-Up Box. Only at KFC, it's finger-licking good.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
As a resident of Golden Isles for the past 22 years, I've lived there, served as the chairman for the constituency for the past 11 years. I know the needs, I know the infrastructure needs, I know the needs that the people in Golden Isles need. I drive through there every day. Some of the needs is the healthcare system, the environment. We're looking at safety in terms of the police presence being in the constituency on a daily basis. And so I'm excited about it. I'm excited to get Golden Isles up and running and making sure that it's be the best constituency in the Commonwealth of Bahamas. My name is Brian Berkeley Brown from the great constituency of Golden Isles. I'm asking that you lend me a vote so I could work for you.
This message has been brought to you by the Free National Movement.
Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy, all new. Signature hot wings. What's your flavor? Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken. Those pepper wings.
Now available at Popeyes in Nassau.
Introducing Valvoline Restore and Protect, a first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean, removing up to 100% of deposits, restoring your engine to perform like new. All new Restore and Protect, another first by Valvoline, distributed by Battery and Tire Specialists.
The second annual Energy Summit is coming to the British Colonial Nassau on November 20th and 21st. Join the conversation on people, power, and partnerships, and see how the Bahamas is shaping a sustainable energy future. And this year, the spotlight shines on our Youth Energy Zone, where students will share bold ideas, hosted by Vocab Bahamas, with DJ Lil Giant keeping the energy high. Register today at energyandtransportbahamas.com/events.
You're looking at a shot there of the Jesus Mark. Those in attendance walked from Windsor Park all the way to Rawson Square Saturday morning, all in an effort to deliver the country back to Christ. And you guessed it, that shot courtesy of drone pilot Kyson Miller. Welcome back. That protest staged by taxi drivers just outside the Nassau Cruise Port Sunday, drawing a response from Port CEO Mike Mora Jr., who says rules are in place for safety, fairness, and proper management of one of the country's busiest tourism hubs. Mora laying out in a release that on Saturday evening, a taxi driver breached security barriers at Kelly's Dock, an area the port leases and uses as a staging site for taxis during ship days and for event parking. Licensed taxis, he says, are only allowed access between 4 a.m. and 1 hour after the last ship departs. And on that night, the final cruise ship leaves at 5:35 p.m. According to the port CEO, when drivers refused to leave, police were called in to clear the area. Despite the tensions, the port CEO acknowledged that taxi drivers remain a vital part of the overall tourism experience. Well, this next story should certainly put a smile on the faces of labor officials. Over 200 new team members have started training ahead of the Royal Beach Club opening next month. The onboarding, held in partnership with the National Training Agency, signals Royal Caribbean's commitment to empower Bahamians with world-class hospitality skills and sustainable job opportunities.
Yes, it's a very dynamic program with the Royal Caribbean and learning about the Royal Way, which is based on 3 major pillars about being passionate, committed, and friendly. And as we know, those are pillars even of Bahamian hospitality. And so that's what our new recruits can expect, to learn more about the Royal Way, to learn about how to effectively execute their jobs, delivering quality service, and to really go above and beyond to create an ultimate beach day experience for both Royal Caribbean guests and Bahamian residents.
Training manager Christopher Trico says the next step is all about preparation, making sure each team member is ready to deliver that signature Bahamian experience once the resort swings open its doors.
So the next phase is making sure that everybody gets familiarized with the different work areas. So the site is still under construction, and once that is completed, then we can get everybody on the island to island walkthroughs, making sure that everybody is familiar with their different stations. So we have food and beverage, lifeguards, safety and security, and we need to make sure that everybody knows what to do and how to do it so that we bring that authentic Bahamian experience to all of our guests here at Royal Caribbean.
Meantime, after a slow fall, business is on the rebound at Bahamas Mega Resort. Speaking with our Desmond Saunders, the company's president says the Cable Beach property is heading into a sold-out holiday season, with bookings for 2026 already outpacing last year's numbers.
At Bahamar, the lull of September and October is giving way to the buzz of the holiday season. President of Bahamar, Graham Davis, says the resort is bouncing back.
We've not seen really any fall off in group business for 2025 and the rest of the year. Thanksgiving will be full. We'll be full, getting full over Christmas. In between, we have some great group business. We have the Mark Wahlberg Celebrity Foundation Tournament coming up here in a week's time. We have the John McEnroe Bahamar Cup in December early, which will be exciting to raise money.
Mrs. Davis says despite a slower start to 2025, the resort remains on solid footing and is already looking ahead to a booming 2026.
The year of 2025 has not met our expectations, but it's still been a very good year, I think, for all of us here at Bahamar. And I'm very optimistic for 2026. Our booking pace for the beginning of the year for first quarter is certainly robust, ahead of expectations, and ahead of same time last year. That being said, we are relying on the U.S. economy, and we need to always be vigilant.
The resort's president credits new airlift from Canada, strong U.S. travel demand, and a full slate of group business, including celebrity tournaments and the NCAA basketball teams, for keeping the momentum high. And next year, he says, the excitement will reach a new level.
We'll also be opening up our new podcast studio in early 2026 in February, where we'll have live broadcasting every week here at Bahamar. Podcasters from around the world. They'll be podcasting in residence, and they'll be bringing in audiences enjoying live podcasting, whether it be comedians, whether it be news, sports.
Desmond Saunders, The Bahamas Tonight.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Full Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
I worked hard every single day, from primary school into secondary school. My name is Darren Pickstock. I started to work at Atlantis as a space cleaner. Nobody could beat me. I took pride in my job. After that, I went to the UK to study law. I'm very proud of my work in the Senate, my advocacy for suicide prevention, my record in empowering young people, and also food security. I'm the chairman of the Bahamas Agricultural and Industrial Corporation. I believe that it is important for us to feed ourselves, so I see that as a national security issue. The government has done a lot, but the reality is there is a lot more to be done. The cost of living is always increasing, and so to be able to bring down the cost of food will assist people in being able to eat properly. Investing in Bahamians is important, extremely important. It is about opening the door. People just want an opportunity. I am very result-driven, and that is what Golden Isles will see me as.
Hey, Mom, can you look after Kaylee?
Sorry, I'll be out for a while dealing with my home and car insurance. What? You know there's a newer way, right? A new way? Where have you been? Look, go to newerinsurance.com, log in, get your quote, buy your insurance, done. You can even use it to manage a claim. Oh? By the way, it's not NUA. It's NUA. Where's she been?
Do it anyway with NUA Insurance Agents and Brokers.
Things may be tough, but Wendy's got you covered. Grab a day single or chicken sandwich with a junior fries and 16-ounce beverage for just $6.95. Why choose less from the other guys when you can get more? At Wendy's, we're providing bigger bites and better deals. So purchase your Tings Tough Value Meal today. Now available at all locations excluding the airport and food truck.
Join us for the Long Island Business Outlook Thursday, November 20th at the Clarencetown Community Center.
In 2025, we're going to have over 1,200 seats available directly from Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport and into Stella Maris.
We brought in roughly 19,100 passengers to Long Island. That's a combination of both tourists and residents alike.
Register now at tclevents.com.
Of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
Well, the Anglican Diocese in the West Indies enters a new era following the election of a new archbishop. After hours of voting, Right Reverend Philip Wright, Bishop of Belize, was chosen over Bishop Leish Boyd to lead the regional Anglican Church.
It gives me an opportunity to serve the church I love, the church I've devoted the majority of my life to, and to know that I can continue to be a part of moving the work and the mission and the ministry of the church forward is truly a privilege.
Well, Halloween may be in our rearview mirror, but I understand there's some hocus pocus planned for Access Now. Royston and Marlena, what do you have up there?
Yeah, hocus pocus indeed. So I'm sure everyone loves a good scare, and I'm sure you like a good trick. Well, we got a renowned magician on the show later on tonight who's going to be showing us a few tricks of his own.
And speaking of magic, one of the most looked forward to nights of the year happened this weekend, the Red Ribbon Ball. So we've got the recap of that magical night, too, coming up.
Access Now, they never fail. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report continues after this.
Diet-friendly special.
As a resident of Golden Isles for the past 22 years, I've lived there, served as the chairman for the constituency for the past 11 years. I know the needs, I know the infrastructure needs, I know the needs that the people in Golden Isles need. I drive through there every day. Some of the needs is the healthcare system, the environment. We're looking at it, safety in terms of the police presence being in the constituency on a daily basis. And so I'm excited about it. I'm excited to get Golden Isles up and running and making sure that it's be the best constituency in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. My name is Brian Berkeley Brown from the great constituency of Golden Isles. I'm asking that you lend me a vote so I could work for you.
This message has been brought to you by the Free National Movement.
A digital wave is making its mark across the Bahamas. From Grand Bahama to Anagua, Bahamians are embracing smarter ways to pay. The Pay Fast, Live Digital campaign, launched by the Central Bank of the Bahamas and the Clearing Banks Association, is bringing safe, fast, and convenient payment solutions to every island, from online banking to mobile wallets.
We had an incredible turnout, so it gave us an opportunity to
have a conversation that they can also be a part of and appreciate.
Remember, people over 60 and around 60, the fear that you talk about, we understand, and we have persons to be able to assist with that.
I learned that digital banking is going to be one of the biggest ways that us as Bahamian kids will benefit in the future.
It has to start somewhere, and this is a good start.
We're empowering communities, one town hall at a time. For families, for businesses, for you. Let's live digital.
As an athlete, I've learned that success isn't built on extras. It's built on the essentials. Strength, discipline, smart choices. That's why I'm proud to partner with Bahama Health to introduce Essential 300. A comprehensive health insurance plan that's all about covering what truly matters. Essential 300 is Bahama Health's most affordable major medical plan for groups and individuals. It offers access to a specialized network of care with essential benefits like preventative services, because real strength starts with staying healthy. You may not be training for a race, but everyone deserves strong and affordable coverage with Essential 300. With Bahama Health, you can feel good about your health plan and protect what truly matters, your health.
For more information, call 396-1350 or visit www.bahamahealth.com.
It's time now for your first look at the tropics. The tropics, again, very quiet this evening, but there are a couple of tropical waves that are gliding towards the west with no signs of development over the next 7 days. But on the other end of the spectrum, though, we have a front boundary that is pushing through the northwest Bahamas, so that is promising to bring in some wintry conditions, which will be very brief. All the details coming up later in the newscast. Makasha.
Well, thanks, Basil, and that does it for the National Report. But stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
Traveling from city to city, Director of Global Sales for the Ministry of Tourism, Dupre Smith, and Bahamian performing artist KB shared what it was like showcasing the islands of the Bahamas across the United States.
3 cities, 3 events. We started in Detroit with a signature event there, promoting our service with Delta Airlines out of Detroit that starts from December through April. And we had over 160 plus attendees at that event. We had a culturally immersive performance from the legendary KB. We had some of our stakeholders and partners in attendance. It was an amazing event. And we continued the roadshow, the signature events in Grand Rapids, about 2 hours away. Grand Rapids was a success as well. We had just under 100 travel advisors. We had our stakeholders there with us as well. The legendary KB provider, culturally immersive performance, and it was a great event. And now we are in the final leg of the signature event, the Midwest Sweep, as we're calling it, in Minneapolis, St. Paul, where Delta also has seasonal service once a week on Saturdays. So giving people in the St. Paul area, Minneapolis area, an opportunity to get to the islands of the Bahamas really quickly. And we have over 180 RSVPs. We'll see how tonight turns out. The legendary KB is here, and we're expecting a chance to share more about the islands of the Bahamas. Being in Minneapolis and Detroit, Grand Rapids, it's like you're going in these areas where these people maybe have never heard the sound before, but when you see the reception, you see what they've given us for those several nights. I mean, it's really showing you that there's something there. We can crack them and we can get them into the country, let them see what's going on. You can just expose them to the Bahamian culture, man. But me watching the tourism team, it's a new respect for those on this side trying to get the tourists back home. And I have a newfound respect.
For more tourism updates, visit Tourism Today or Bahamas.com. I'm Michael Miller, and this is Tourism Today.
Our company offers a simple philosophy, open hands. What do open hands mean? If you keep your hands closed, nothing comes in, nothing goes out. If you keep your hands open, a lot of things comes in, a lot of things goes out. We cannot expect to be a successful company without blessing our community and blessing our country.
My good friend and valued client, Dominic Stirrup, approached me following a meeting we had and told me of the idea that he had of feeding 10,000 Bahamians on Thanksgiving.
There was a lot of details to put together, had to figure out how to get it done. But at the end, it was worth it. At the end, it gave me a heart of gratitude to know that our company is reaching out to so many persons.
We invite you on a journey to witness an extraordinary chapter in the story of the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, a tale of compassion, unity, and the true spirit of Thanksgiving.
A new e-commerce platform launched in Eastern New Providence. Here, how you can get in on it.
And hundreds enjoyed one of the most exciting events on the social calendar, and it features the color red.
Plus, another fabulous dining experience added to Bahamas' tasty menu of restaurants.
And coming up in sports, find out who won a National Sports Award.
Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
It's Monday, no Monday blues here. Welcome to the start of another week of news, everyone. Good evening. I'm Royce Jones.
And I'm Marlena Leonard. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
Marlena, so glad to have you back. I know you were out on Friday, but you recovered and bounced back exceptionally quickly.
Thank you. I'm excited to be back with this exciting week of news.
I'm very excited as well. And with that said, let's dive right into the news. Residents of the Seabreeze constituency receiving the opportunity of a lifetime to charter new heights in the business world as Member of Parliament, Her Excellency Leslie Miller-Bryce launched ShopSeabreeze242.com. It's an e-commerce platform crafted to connect local entrepreneurs with the public. The website launch, taking place at Christian Life Church, provided ethical and critical information that Seabreeze business owners could utilize, all in an effort to cultivate an economic boom in this portion of Eastern New Providence.
That is the most important thing, the economic impact, the generational wealth that will come out of this, the financial stability to ensure that Seabreeze residents do their business efficiently and effectively. So I know that the economic boost is definitely coming to Seabreeze.
With a variety of speakers all highlighting the different avenues of business and presentations focused on improving digital literacy, the Seabreeze MP touted this event as the perfect opportunity to showcase the business acumen of Seabreeze entrepreneurs.
Many of the entrepreneurs that were here tonight, I know them. I know them because I support their businesses. Any event that we host here in Seabreeze, the first thing my team and I do is we go through our Rolodex. Who in Seabreeze can we support? Because I'm all about supporting Seabreeze. So I'm not going to ask the Bahamian public to support Seabreeze if their Member of Parliament doesn't support them.
Saturday was really a star-studded evening for the hundreds of individuals who attended this year's Bahamas AIDS Foundation Red Ribbon Ball. The highly anticipated event helps the organization raise much-needed funds that directly support its many initiatives. Diane Dorset has this weekend's recap.
The Bahamas AIDS Foundation rolled out the red carpet for its annual Red Ribbon Ball, this year transforming the Atlantis Ballroom into the city that never sleeps. Under the theme New York, New York, guests were whisked away to the glitz and glamour of the Big Apple. Bahamas AIDS Foundation President Arami Fort says the theme was chosen to honor the city's connection to the early days of the AIDS crisis.
The Red Ribbon Ball is a vibe, so our theme this evening is New York, New York, and we're really channeling that city that really was the beginning of the epicenter and the fight against HIV and AIDS. In the early 90s, only gay men were getting sick. Nobody knew what this strange disease was, and they didn't care. Everybody kind of thought it was retribution. Nobody cared. And then some little soccer moms and some white corporate males started getting sick, and then it became an issue for everybody to look into. And so there was a lot of fight, there was a lot of resistance, a lot of heartbreak in New York, but they set the stage for how we respond to the disease.
For nearly 3 decades, the Red Ribbon Ball has raised funds to support outreach, testing, and the care for Bahamians living with HIV and AIDS. But the ball also serves another purpose, allowing guests to show off their best interpretation of New York glam. One patron says her outfit was chosen to reflect the city's bold styles and energy.
And we all know New York is the city that never sleeps. It's bold, it's powerful. If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere, in the words of the late Frank Sinatra. And so this look is, you know, just a reflection of what New York represents. The crimson red, bold, powerful. The florals, as you can see, I've been complimenting the decor here tonight, which is absolutely amazing. And that's been my inspiration, apart from celebrating such a wonderful and worthy cause tonight.
And for Chanel Neely, she says she and her husband chose a look and color that resonated most with them.
When we saw that the theme was New York, I certainly Googled, you know, New York and the colors, and they talked about the embellished jewel colors, and they talked about the sapphire blue and the emerald green. I said, honey, we're going to go with that green tonight. And green is a meaning for us of life. And we're grateful to be here because it's for a worthy cause in terms of persons who are fighting AIDS. And that's the reason why we chose green.
All in all, between dinner and dancing, guests helped raise thousands of dollars, all in the name of hope and awareness. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Diane Dorsat.
What an amazing event for a worthy cause. Thanks so much, Diane. Now, if you didn't know, the Bahama Restaurant on Cable Beach houses over 45 restaurants, bars, and lounges, offering a wide range of dining options from casual poolside spots to upscale international cuisine. And believe it or not, they've added another restaurant to their upscale dining experience. Mauritian Burrows attended the opening of Leola Restaurant.
A taste of Italy has arrived in paradise as world-renowned chef Scott Conan brings his signature flair to the Bahama Resort with the opening of Leola, a fine dining restaurant mixing Italian cuisine with Bahamian elegance. With a soft opening Friday evening, attendees had the opportunity to try authentic Italian dishes such as risotto and pasta pomodoro, while enjoying an intimate evening inspired by Italian charm and Conan's signature approach to simple yet soulful cuisine.
We want people after dinner to walk out happier than when they walked in. Now that sounds pretty simple, right? You know, if you've ever worked in a restaurant, it's much more difficult than it sounds. But it's really that intention, it's really that approach with the guest. It's really the sincerity and the authenticity more than anything else.
President of Bahama, Graham Davis, noting that the restaurant also serves as a platform to showcase and further develop the talents of Bahamian chefs working alongside international culinary experts.
That he's bringing his talents down to the Bahamas to elevate the culinary experiences and also to create opportunities for Bahamian chefs. All of our chefs in the kitchen are right here from the Bahamas, except for one executive chef who will be training our Bahamian chefs to grow and take over the restaurant. So we're very, very proud of all of our Bahamian talent that are growing up in this restaurant and creating exceptional food and an exceptional experience.
Among the attendees, local celebrity chef Jamal Petty praising the restaurant's offerings, noting that while he at times can be a tough critic, every moment of the experience exceeded his expectations.
Sometimes I get a bit discouraged because I go to some places and you'll find a place may have like incredible ambiance, but the food is just okay, or it may be the opposite way around. I think what I've seen tonight, if they could go ahead and duplicate this is like a combination of both, and that's amazing.
Deputy Director General of the Ministry of Tourism, Dr. Kenneth Romer, adding that the opening of Leola signals the growth of the Bahamian brand as a world-class location for premier dining and experiences.
It appears now from the early inquiries to be hitting the mark. So we're very optimistic that this is going to do very well. This opening at the right time going into Q4 is going to create tremendous experience for Bahama and by extension for the entire destination.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Mauritian Burrows.
Looking forward to trying the menu. Thanks, Mauritian. Still to come, we've got some magic for you tonight as magician Eddie Daxon is here with some tricks that you're sure to enjoy. And of course, Basil Dean is on the other side of the break with the weather report. So stay close.
Of Woodcock Primary School are shining bright. The faculty and students displayed their recent accomplishments during a showcase initiated by the Western New Providence Primary District. Principal Roberta Scott provides an overview.
We've seen a tremendous improvement in our GLAT results. When I came to Woodcock Primary in the year 2020, And as I attended the district meetings, my head hung in shame for the position we were located as it relates to the GLAD result. We were in 12th position. And now I can boast at Woodcock Primary for the GLAD grade 3 and 6, we are in 2nd position. So can anything good come out of Bain and Grantstown? I dare say yes. At the home of the stars, we're shining in academics, we're shining in the cultural, in the arts, the national arts. We have national winners in the Junkanoo, national winners in our brass ensemble, trumpet players. We are doing great things at the home of the stars.
Fostering good character is also a priority at the school, as highlighted by these affirmations. Jonalie McIntosh for Ed Talk.
All the favorites on special at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Cardinal evaporated milk, 13.9 ounces, $1.09. Pearl Milling pancake mixes, 32 ounces, $4.99. Kellogg's giant-sized cereals, assorted, 23 to 28 ounces, $6.39. Russet potatoes, 5 pounds, $3.99. Chicken leg quarters, 10-pound bag, $1.15 per pound. With savings in every aisle, you could shop with a smile at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
Crossing the Sicily 48 Bridge just got easier. Now you can pay your bridge tolls using debit or credit cards.
No more searching for cash.
Just tap and go. Quick, secure, and easy.
Modern convenience, same trusted service from the Bridge Authority.
It's time now for your Access weather forecast. Starting you off in the tropics, very quiet this evening. A couple of weak tropical waves, all gliding towards the west, but neither of them are expected to develop over the next 7 days. But on the other end of the spectrum, though, we have a very active cold front that is pushing through the northwest Bahamas, and that is promising to bring some chilly temperatures over the next couple of days. Now, your boating forecast for tonight in the northwestern islands, they're going to be out of the northwest. Behind that front, those winds will be picking up 15 to 25 knots, very rough seas, 5 to 8 feet over the ocean. So an advisory will be posted later on tonight as that frontal system pushes through. Tide-wise, going to be high at 11:59 tonight. For the central parts of our country, the winds northwest, 15 to 20 knots, wave heights 4 to 7 feet over the ocean. Caution flags in place for your boaters in the central Bahamas. In the southeast Bahamas, not too bad. The winds northwest, 10 to 15 knots, wave heights 2 to 4 feet over the ocean, but that will be changing very shortly. As we take you into Tuesday in the northwest and central islands, winds become northerly at 15 to 25 knots. Those rough seas will continue at 5 to 8 feet over the ocean. So we have an advisory in place for you small boaters in the northwest and central islands. Low tide tomorrow, 6:04 in the morning, high tide at 12:30 in the afternoon. And for the southeast Bahamas, the winds are going to be northerly, 15 to 20 knots. Caution flags up, wave heights 4 to 7 feet over the ocean. And as we roll into the middle of the week, Wednesday, the winds rotate clockwise, becoming northeast at 10 to 50 knots. So we will see a reduction in those winds on Wednesday, so those cautions will be dropped, wave height subsiding 2 to 4 feet over the ocean. The low tide will take place at 7:14 in the morning, with the high tide at 1:33 in the afternoon. And for the central and southeastern islands on Wednesday, northeasterly winds 15 to 20 knots, so we will maintain the caution flags for the central and southeastern islands on Wednesday, with the wave heights at 4 to 7 feet over the ocean. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Turn round and let me see you. Turn round and let me see you. Boom, wine, it all up 50 all the time. I got a new dance, hot like pepper pot. From the old to the young, gonna make your body rock. It's really easy, easy peasy. You can do it anywhere. Jump around like you don't care. Sing it. Turn
that's going to do it for your international temperatures brought to you by Royal Star Shores. But join me at 11 o'clock for a full weather update. Royston and Melita.
Thanks, Basil. Well, if you believe in magic, you're in for a treat because we have magician Eddie Daxon with us tonight.
Welcome to Access Now officially.
Welcome
Thank you very
back,
much.
that
Thanks
is.
for having
Welcome
me.
back.
Thanks for having me again.
Yes.
I appreciate y'all having me. I'm back on the show. Thank you very much.
Now, for those who didn't get to see you last time, can you tell us what inspired you initially to get into the luminous world of magic?
That would be money. No,
Good
seriously.
answer, good answer.
I just like doing other unorthodox things. I don't like the regular commonplace like job. I didn't think of myself doing it like a regular 9 to 5.
You're like, cubicle not for me.
Yeah, no. Those are, oh no, I would die. But yeah, I just wanted to do something different, and I wanted to show, like, well, my folks and other people that it's possible to do other things other than being like your regular doctor, lawyer, or whatever, you know?
Many avenues of success.
Absolutely, and taking it to the international, not just local, but the international level.
Yeah.
But apart from the performance of your tricks, what goes into elevating the performance surrounding the trick?
What's the prep work?
The thing about that is learning how to do a good magic trick takes like some time, and you have to like know. Some people think doing a card trick is simple. It's not really that simple because there's so many nuances you have to get right in order to make sure it's done well. Like I'm gonna show you like right now.
Yes, what are you going to do for us today?
I'm going to take a card out of this deck, and that's gonna be my prediction.
Okay.
Right. I know what it is. You know it. I know what it is.
Okay.
You don't know what it is. They don't know what it is. All right. I'm gonna allow you to take. Well, tell you what. I'm gonna take the 2 jokers, put them on the side. I'm gonna allow you to take any card you want. And this isn't one of those tricks where I get to guess it. You just take whichever one.
Nominate
you want.
Marlena to pick the card.
All right.
Coward.
I'll take. Should I show the camera?
That's the one you want.
Yeah. Should I show the camera?
You can show the camera. I've
What do we
seen
got
it.
there?
All right. In fact,
7 of hearts. Okay.
I'm even gonna let you sign your name
7 of hearts.
on it. All right.
Okay. Don't
do that. That's me only. Sign your name straight across it.
All right.
Right across it. Don't be scared to mess up. All right. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that how you sign your checks?
No, I can't give my information out, you know.
Okay. All right.
Be like, copy and
I hope
paste
not.
that.
I hope not. All right.
Merry
All right.
Christmas,
So
everybody.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this and place this in the deck someplace. I'm gonna give it one shuffle. All right.
All right.
Here's the fun part of this. I know what the card is. You know what the card is. Everyone's seen it and whatever. So it doesn't make sense for me to find it.
Right.
So you're gonna do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
The pressure.
Yeah, I know. Just
pressure
blame
is
him. He
getting
put you on the
worse.
spot, you know.
Okay.
But it's quite easy. It's
Okay.
quite easy. I'm gonna give you the easy ticket, all right?
Okay.
First and foremost, your card's not on the bottom.
No.
It's not on the top either.
Nope. Okay.
All you have to do is just snap your fingers.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No?
Yeah. See, watch that. Look, there it is.
Whoa.
We'll do it again. We'll do it again. Watch
Did
this.
the camera
We'll do
see?
it again. Oh, sorry.
What
I
man
gotta
of
let the camera-
sorcery?
We'll do it again. I'll take this. I'll place it in the middle. I won't do any shuffling or any
Okay.
cutting or anything at all. Once again,
gonna
it's
snap.
not on the bottom, not on the top, not on top or bottom. Correct? All you got to do is snap the fingers.
Okay.
There you go. Right there.
Stop.
No,
Every
you
time.
lie. Watch. Just do it again. I'll take it step by step. There it is in the middle. I'll flip it over, push it forward, turn it over like this.
Still
You
in
see
the
what we're doing?
middle.
Right there. Push
Yes.
it all the way under there. Perfect. I will spread this half, place that right there. You push it all the way under there. This does not go on the top or bottom. This goes directly in the center. All right.
Okay,
So it's
we've all
in the
seen
middle
it.
of the middle, like Malcolm in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
I like
All
to
right.
show a lot.
Once again, for the sake of clarity, it's not on the top, not on the bottom. All you do is you snap your fingers, and there it is. It's right on top.
I'm confused.
I'll do. I tell you what. We'll do this. We'll do this. I'm gonna use the jokers for this.
Okay.
Right? Because remember, we put
Your prediction.
my prediction now. How crazy?
I forgot we still have the prediction.
How
Okay.
crazy would it be? How crazy would it be, like, for real? How crazy would it be, like, if this here the whole time?
Come on now.
The whole time.
Don't do it. Nah. I'll see you later, Marlena.
The whole time.
You're like, I gotta
The
go
whole
home.
time.
I gotta go home now.
That's yours. You get
My
to keep
mom is
that.
calling me.
Wow. That's yours. You get
Oh
to
my
keep
god.
that.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
if someone wants to see this happen in person,
Oh.
where can they see you? Because you have something coming up soon, don't you?
Yes. All right. So we have a magic show coming up on Wednesday. It's called Magic Underground. It's going to be at a place called Y'all Space. It's on Faith Avenue. We have directions to the place. They have it on their website. We have it on my page, Magic for the People, on the Magic Underground page on Facebook. You could find it on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Just type in Magic Underground or Magic for the People or Y'all Space, and you can find all the directions. But it starts on Wednesday coming, and it's going to be every second Wednesday of the month afterwards.
Cool. So you can get all your magic fix.
Yeah.
Just get it all. Oh my goodness.
So the only other time you'll get to see us is
You could be
like
experiencing this. Oh my gosh.
Eddie Jackson, thank you so much for appearing on Access Now. The
Thanks
trip
very
was
much.
amazing.
Yeah,
The performance
always is. You get me every time. I'm just always shocked.
Thank you very much.
Well, it's time now to check in with ZNS Total Sports to see what's on tap.
Dozens of athletes honored at the National Sports Awards. Details of that story and more coming up in sports.
Hey, it's your honorary pump attendant back again with another episode on the do's and don'ts at the service station. Let's go. What you ain't gonna do is just pull up to any dispenser and put the nozzle inside your car without reading the signs. Because if you put the wrong fuel inside your car and the car mess up, you could be mad at us, all right? And then you have to walk or catch bus for about 3 to 18 months. What you're supposed to do is read the signs. We place signs all over the dispenser to tell you which fuel is which. Because you put the wrong one in the car, say bop, and you could be mad at us. You could be, oh, what happened to my car? No, it's you who ain't read. It's a diesel. Diesel. One word. Diesel. You got up, and you mad at us. Read. That's all you have to do.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
What is car sexy in? I need to upgrade, eh?
That's easy. Just apply for a cash and go loan. Once approved, you're in the giveaway.
This second, this lady even got no Bluetooth. You want some presents?
Yes.
No. I guess like anybody getting presents this year. This Christmas, trade up. Get approved for a loan at Cash and Go and enter to win this brand new Kia.
Welcome to your Monday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports on Saturday. A number of the country's top athletes and sporting bodies recognized for their feats this past calendar year at the National Sports Awards. The event took place at the Sandals Resort and was hosted by the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, all a part of their National Sports Month. Majority of the sporting awards went to the Bahamas Association of Athletics Associations, as well as the Bahamas Aquatics Federation. Now, the Junior School Male and Female Athlete of the Year awards went to Egan Neely and Jose Johnson, respectively. The Senior High School Male and Female Athlete of the Year awards went to decorated swimmer Marvin Johnson and Junior Pan Am gold medalist Eliza Denning. Lamar Taylor and Anthea Charlton would win Collegiate Athletes of the Year. The Carifta Bahamas Aquatics team would win the Youth and National Team Awards. Aljabano McPhee was named Coach of the Year. The Grand Bahama Sports Council was recognized as the Family Island Sports Council of the Year, while the Grand Bahama Baseball Association received the League of the Year award. ZNS told sports team catching up with some of the recipients after the award show.
It was really breathtaking, and I couldn't believe that I was able to get an award of this. I want to thank God for giving me this nice opportunity and allowing me to really flourish my talent, to get where I need to be, and to thank all the supporters and my family, everybody who's around me to help me on my journey. So receiving such an award and doing so good at Carifta.
Feels amazing, especially as an athlete from a less traditional sport. It feels amazing to be recognized.
Oh, it's very exciting. I think last year I wasn't able to come back home. I think I was in the middle of school, so it's nice that I'm able to come back, see my family, and come to this award ceremony and receive 2 awards. It's very nice.
It feels awesome, but firstly I just want to thank God because I wouldn't even be here without him. I also want to thank my family because of their support, and I am really delighted to be here today to come and win this award.
And on Friday, numerous athletes and sporting figures were inducted into the Legends Walk of Fame at the Queen Elizabeth Sports Center. The inductees included Bahamas Olympic Committee President Rommel Fish-Knowles, Olympic swimmer Nakia DeVoe Christie, world indoor record holder Devin Charlton, Bahamian Major League Baseball star Jazz Chisholm Jr., World Masters record holder Timothy Munnings, and Special Olympics athlete Anita Link-Smolker.
It means a lot, you know, it's just the beginning from what I feel like we could do in the Bahamas, especially in baseball, and I just feel like, you know, I'm just excited that I got this opportunity.
My years as an elite athlete were long over, but it shows that if you put the hard work in, you stay dedicated and committed just as you would as an elite athlete, you still can achieve great things. So.
Well, it's an incredible accomplishment, I mean, incredible. Especially in sports administration, when a Bahamian excels, it's a great, real honor.
And that's going to get your sports on this Monday. I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out until tomorrow.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
The internet isn't just for surfing. There's a sea of shoppers buying online, and you can connect with them on Tingsy. Tingsy is the SBDC's online storefront built for Bahamians. Take your business to the next level by selling to customers online, both at home and around the world. People want Bahamian things, and if you got things to sell, sell on Tingsy. Find out how you can connect with a sea of buyers by visiting tingsybahamas.com.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We'll help you brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. Before teens get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
Come and visit us at Shop Smart, 'cause everything is here.
Yes, we have it all for you. Toys, clothing, office supplies, appliances, custom cut blinds, bedding, drapes, and rugs. Come and visit us on Mackey Street, 2 blocks down from Wolf Road. Call us at 698-1052.
Smart, and shop smart, and shop smart. Oh, everything is here.
You're looking at Christ Church Cathedral with a rich history marked by beautiful stained glass windows, one of the region's finest organs, and a distinctive tower clock. Christ Church Cathedral remains a place where faith and history intertwine. Today, the cathedral continues to welcome all, offering spiritual services and community outreach as it upholds its heritage as a beacon of Anglican faith.
In honor of Remembrance Day, government officials, family, friends, and Biminites assembled to honor 17 of its unsung heroes, the men and women that served in the U.S. Armed Forces. Cheryl Dame has traveled to Bimini for the ceremony.
It was a moment set aside to honor those who took the charge to stand with courage in the face of war. A cadre of veterans serving on location from Okinawa, Japan to Afghanistan, awarded for their unselfish service to the United States Armed Forces, which by extension not only protected the free world, but also the shores of our Bahama land. Prime Minister Honorable Philip Davis, serving as the keynote speaker at the award ceremony, says ever so often a community does something that matters, and tonight was one of those moments.
They wore uniform, they faced the unknown, and they did it with the same determination that has always defined the people of Bimini.
The weekend of events began Friday with a motorcade to Heroes Park, where a plaque dedicated to the veterans was officially unveiled. Then on Saturday, November 8th, a special honors and awards ceremony held at Resorts World Bimini. Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and Bimini, Kingsley Smith, expressing deep gratitude to the veterans, noting that these are often the quiet stories that go untold.
You left the warmth of our small islands. You traded our calm seas for distant battlefields. You stood tall and swore an oath not for yourselves, but for the defense of freedom.
Michael Pintard, leader of the opposition, also on hand for the occasion, praising the honorees for their unselfish sacrifice.
The average person is not putting themselves in harm's way when they know people back home are partying and living a lavish lifestyle. You decided in the midst of opulence in the United States, in the midst of prosperity in the Bahamas, that you were still prepared to put your life on the line.
Committee Chair Edward Wilkinson says this recognition is a small token of gratitude that's long been overdue, while honoree Gregory Arena, who served as an F-16 crew chief, was simply excited to be a part of the ceremony.
This has been something that I envisioned about 10 years ago.
I feel so proud as a Bahamian that served in the United States Air Force.
Tonight, Bimini's unsung heroes honored through a special recognition ceremony as the country observes Remembrance Day. And with government officials, friends, and family sharing in the moment, it is certainly a proud night for these men and women whose service and courage stretch far beyond the Bimini shores. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Cheryl Dane.
Remembrance season is so important, lest we forget. Thanks, Cheryl. Well, if you're a frequent viewer, you know it's a running joke that I'm always hungry. And if you aren't hungry yet, you will be after this next segment. Here's Matea Stewart with Let's Talk Socials.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Talk Socials, where we dive into the moments lighting up your For You page. So, have you ever seen someone make curry and thought, okay, but that's not how we do it in the Bahamas? Well, TikTok creator Corey Jones is reminding the internet that nobody does curry like Bahamians do. In his latest video, Corey breaks down how to make curry the Bahamian way, from seasoning your meat with that classic mix of onions, sweet pepper, and goat pepper, to adding just the right amount of gravy to soak up with your rice. The comment section, full of people agreeing that Bahamian curry just hits different. Take a look at this. It's simple, it's flavorful, and it's getting everyone hungry fast. So if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out and maybe start prepping that pot yourself. I know one thing's for certain. I'll be cooking up a flavorful, filling, and fragrant pot of Bahamian curry this weekend. Matter of fact, let me go to the butcher and ask for my thighs and drums. But before I go, comment down below. What part of the chicken do you use for curry? Or better yet, what meat? That's all for now. I'm Matea, and this is Let's Talk Socials.
Yeah, I'm ready to eat. Yep.
Curry goat.
Yep, ready.
Gonna be this weekend for sure. Thanks, Matea. That's gonna do it for Access Now. Be sure to join us tomorrow night, right here, right now, same place.
And stay tuned for the rundown with Clint Watson. His guests tonight, 2 of the Golden Isles by-election candidates. Good night, everybody.
This public service announcement has been brought to you by the Bahamas National Trust in conjunction with the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
For 60 years, we have been here, the voice of the environment. Here, speaking up and for your national parks, all across the islands of this nation. The places God visits for vacation, spanning over 2.5 million acres of land and sea. How delighted then he must be to see a sea of pink, as flamingos mingle and haven like jingles play where queen counts still sleep. And if you listen, you can hear it. The words of gossiping parrots awaiting the diction of the day. All 365 of them, that's every day and every year, 15,000 children share in the beauty of this playground.
At Fort Charlotte, I'm Garnell Dames. This is ZNS.
The Rundown is brought to you by Commonwealth Brewery Limited.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the show. It's great to have you with us for the start of another week. I've missed you, and let's get down to business. Let's take a look first of stories making national news. The Bahamas Nurses Union slams the suspension of a veteran nurse following a viral video exposing worsening conditions at the Princess Margaret Hospital. Now, the union president is tonight calling on the powers that be to come together and address a myriad of pressing concerns. Aaliyah Cooper has been following this story.
Bahamas Nurses Union President Muriel Lightbourne is not at all happy, and that has everything to do with the recent suspension of veteran nurse Pearline Williams. This after a video circulated online discussing poor conditions at the Princess Margaret Hospital. At a press conference at the union's headquarters on Tonique Williams-Starling Highway Monday, Lightbourne held nothing back, charging that complaints about rodents, mold, and unsafe conditions in the public health care facilities have been ignored for far too long.
I honestly believe, like Ms. Williams, we take too long. I don't know what will happen after this, but I'm hoping that some resolution will come out after all of this.
According to Lightbourne, Williams received a call advising she would need union representation immediately and was then summoned to the principal nursing officer, where following a second meeting with the PNO, HR director, and a senior union officer, the terms of her suspension from October 31st to November 14th were explained. Health Minister Dr. Michael Darville and former Health Minister Dr. Dwayne Sands have both condemned the decision.
When I hear the former Minister of Health speaks to this matter as if this is something new, it baffles me. I have been dealing with the minister for the past couple of months for nurses in the Ministry of Health, in the Department of Health, that was suspended unconstitutionally, and he has said nothing.
Lightborn says what has happened should spark serious talk about protecting whistleblowers. It's a right already spelled out in the Freedom of Information Act passed back in 2017, but that law still hasn't been enacted. Executive Chairman of the Organization for Responsible Governance, Matt Aubrey, elaborates.
While there is a clause in the Freedom of Information Act 2017 that references that anybody bringing forward information in good faith should be protected, there isn't any clarity on how that would happen or where that is.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
Thanks, Leah. Now let's for a minute pause right here, right? Because I know there's been a lot of discussion, people talking about this whole issue with the nurses union and the nurse. And again, first of all, we're grateful to these nurses who really go above and beyond the call of duty to address matters. So the concern is, did she breach protocol versus whether or not she was acting in the capacity of a whistleblower, which by protection of law now exists, right? And regardless of where you fall on this side of the dialogue, on whether you believe she breached the company's policy on protocols, the reality is she's addressing an issue that is not new to most of us. We all have been hearing people talk about the conditions at PMH. We know there are concerns there, and people must be in a better environment. Let's just put it that way. I think rather than worrying about the whistleblowing or rather worrying about whether or not you breach protocol, is anybody worrying about addressing the concerns? I mean, she's talking about the conditions. To me, that's paramount. I mean, I don't know if I'm really concerned about whether or not she went on Facebook and talked about it or whether she shouldn't have done it. The reality is there needs to be intervention at the nation's premier healthcare facility because it is not a good... I'm trying to be gingerly here because y'all ain't gonna call me afterwards. It has challenges. We know that. And it needs to be addressed. And I think the big concern ought to be, let's address the issue. People should work in better conditions. I agree. It costs a lot of money to provide better conditions, but then we have to make sure we can maintain the conditions, right? We thought people keep the place clean, keep the place properly maintained, so these issues can go away. I'm sure a critical care nurse would much be better or happier taking care of sick patients than having to protest that the place needs to be better. And I think we need to just fix it so that these issues go away. Now, did you listen closely to that interview? Did you hear the nurses union president? She did throw some shade. To be honest with you, she was trying to tell both ministers who were commenting, the former and the present, well, all of a sudden y'all on our side. But what about the other cases I've been bringing to y'all and y'all ain't totally ignore me? See, that's what's happened when you're politic. People just call you out. Because we know, well, she said that she's been dealing with the present minister on some matters and he's been silent on it. Dr. Darville, you got to respond because clearly they want to hear from you. And he's a good doctor. I mean, Dr. Darville is pretty good. And I'm sure he's trying his best. But, you know, the people say you got to respond, just how you quickly respond on this one. And then the former minister. And let me go here a second. Because Dwayne Sand seemed to have forgotten when he was Minister of Health the amount of complaints people filed and carried on. And all of a sudden he is doing videos and talking about how she ought to be protected because she's speaking out and to be suspended. And I remember covering many stories where he went at people for speaking out and they were doing the same thing. It's amazing. What a different 5 years make, hey? 5 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You was minister and they couldn't do it. Now you in opposition and now you their biggest defender. We need to stop the politics, right? If we're going to speak out on issues, let's address the issues, let's fix the issues. Because the same little roach that was calling around when you were minister, he probably a grandfather right now because he's still in the hospital. And we have to learn to address the issues. Stop letting the thing fester. Stop trying to play politics with people who have to work in these environments. And let's address the issue. Let's fix the issue and move on. And let's move forward and not worry about whether she should be speaking or not. Let's create an environment that maybe she can do a good report next time and talk about how things have changed rather than what's not conducive to people's health. All right, that's none of that. Another big story, that protest staged by taxi drivers just outside the Nassau Cruise Sunday, drawing a response from Port CEO Mike Mora Jr., who says rules are in place for safety, fairness, and proper management of one of the country's busiest tourism hubs. More laying out in a release that on Saturday evening, a taxi driver breached security barriers at Kelly's Dock, an area the port leases and uses as a staging site for taxis during ship days and for event parking. Licensed taxis, he says, are only allowed access between 4 a.m. and 1 hour after the last ship departs, and on that night, the final cruise ship leaves at 5:35 p.m. According to the port CEO, when drivers refused to leave, police were called in to clear the area. Despite the tensions, the port CEO acknowledged that taxi drivers remain a vital part of the overall tourism experience. So, taxi drivers are an important part of the tourism experience, but they feel as though they're being left out. Somebody ain't speaking the truth. Because if taxi drivers are complaining that they're not being treated fairly, and the port is saying they are, something's not right, right? How long have we been arguing about Bahamian taxi drivers being able to have access to be able to make a living when we have all of these rules in place and these big companies that come in and take the people? It's been an issue growing old, right? We have to find a happy medium. People should still not be protesting in order to be able to make a living, right? And we know that port is making money. They're charging a lot of money for those docking fees. They're making money. And so all these taxi drivers are saying is we want to make some money too. Allow us to be able to have access. And I get it, there are rules and you can do it a certain hour. But again, I keep saying in this country, our biggest problem is not the rules. Our biggest problem is how we deliver the message. You know, we have, we just shut the country down for a whole day and put everybody in customer service classes. Because people don't know how to talk to people. And the problem ain't what you're saying, you know. I can just imagine now how that was delivered to them. I can see some rent-a-cop wannabe security officer probably coming on begging, oh, come on here, y'all, this closed, y'all ain't allowed here, and talking to people as if we back in Mama threw them from the slave train. No, we're done with that. We're done with that, and we need to learn to respect people, address people properly. If there's a rule, if there's something in place, communicate it to people professionally so that there can be adherence to the rule. But sometimes it ain't what we're saying, it's how we're saying it. And that's what creates the biggest barriers in this country. So let's go down monologue because obviously I want to make sure we give sufficient time to our guests tonight. And the other story we're talking about measles, but since measles ain't really issue here in the Bahamas, I need to waste my time talking about it. Just make sure you're vaccinated. That's the bottom line. So what we want to do tonight, we're going to, as we get close to the by-election, we're going to talk about that. So we've got an interesting show for you tonight. With 13 days left before the Golden Isles residents vote for a new member of Parliament in the November 24th by-election, we decided to dedicate tonight's show to hearing from the candidates hoping to be elected. It was on October 31st when 4 individuals officially submitted their names to run in the by-election, and they've been canvassing the constituency to garner every vote they can get. 2 of those candidates will join me tonight to list their agenda and plans that they have to enhance this part of Western New Providence. We're going to talk to 2 of them tonight. Don't ask me about the other 2. They ain't here. They were all invited. Find out who didn't come. And don't blame me if you don't win. We want to stay tuned. It's going to be an important conversation right here on The Rundown. We get started with our guests right after the break here on the ZNS Network. The Rundown. We're back after this. Stay close.
I have been coming to this island since I was 12 years old. It didn't take me long to realize the rich history it has here. When I bought this island in 2018, I fulfilled a lifelong dream. The goal is not only to preserve the memories I made over those years, but to make new ones and to give others the opportunity to do the same. As we go through this process, it has become clear to me, we aren't just rebuilding an island, we're reviving a legend.
I am a master plumber by profession. I've been doing plumbing for over 40-odd years. When I was 9 months old, I was diagnosed with polio. To me, living with polio, I took it the way it is. I never allowed my polio to get in my way of anything. In fact, I love when people doubt me, and I just prove them wrong. And let me tell you, in the world, you could only find a plumber as good as me, but you ain't gonna find no plumber better than me. People with disability, they just need a chance. In this program, I feel so encouraged. Most of the mentors have different kind of disability, but disabilities like me. Sharing and caring and showing so much support with people with disability. They would encourage you to go beyond. I wish this was around a long time ago. Right now, I would have been a millionaire. You out there who have a disability, don't be afraid. Take the step. If you believe it, you could achieve it. And remember one thing, ain't no one better than me, and ain't no one better than y'all. God made all us equal.
For more information about how the SBDC can help your small business to make a big impact, give us a call at 461-7232 or visit sbdcbahamas.com.
What can this mean?
The killer is trying to cover their tracks. Mr. Boniface was attacked last night. Tell me she's not dead. You'll need my assistance.
Why is that?
In case of clues of a biblical nature. A false witness shall not be unpunished.
I'll get you for this, Judith Bunyan. There's a body.
With him dead and me with the money, you'd be the main suspect. I think we can rule out natural causes.
Sir, do you recognise this? Where the blazes did you find that?
The police have enough evidence to convict you twice over.
But why, when he was thrown out of the window, are the 3 tools of death? Rope, knife, no.
You absolve sins, I collect debts. That's what I do, mate. Mr. Royce, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder.
Welcome back to the show. A special good evening to all of you who are in the lines, and I see you. It's always a pleasure to have you with us tonight. Those of you who are watching on your platforms, whether you're watching on Flow TV or on cable TV throughout the country of islands, we appreciate you throughout the archipelago. Those of you in Turks and Caicos who are watching, it's always delightful to have you. Those of you who are watching from around the Caribbean, and then those of you joining us on YouTube and watching internationally, it's always good to have you on the rundown. Well, with approximately 8,000 registered Golden Isles constituency voters on the National Voters Register, candidates in the November 24th by-election have a lot of ground to cover. The campaign has already started in earnest, giving these Western New Providence bits of information that can be used to make their decision when casting their vote. The Coalition of Independents has ratified Brian Roll to represent the party, and attorney Kim Butler is running independently, and of course both are Golden Isle residents. Both of them are hoping to win to take their seat into the House of Assembly. We must state at the outset of this that representatives from the Progressive Liberal Party and Free National Movement declined our invitation to appear on tonight's panel, for the record. Those of you who have chose to come, welcome to our show. Good to have both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's important to start off by giving you the opportunity to say, why have you come forward to represent the people of Golden Isles? I know people have been asking that question, the people who enter in politics. Why you go in politics? Politics is this, politics is that. Politics is so dirty. You're so different from politics. They say all of these things. And the question, I guess, people want to hear is, why sacrifice so much, right, for this? And what do you say when people ask you, why are you doing this? Let's start with you, Ms. Butler.
Okay. Thank you once again for having me. Clint, Bahamian people are tired. I compare the relationship with the parties and the Bahamian people to a love affair. You know, you're dating Tom. Tom treats you bad. You carry on, you know. You leave Tom, and then you go to Jerry. Jerry carries on just as bad or even worse and treats you just as bad. And then you turn around and go back to Tom. So doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result?
We call it insanity.
Insanity. And the Bahamian people, they're not insane anymore. They're quite knowledgeable people. And so, as a resident in the Golden Isles constituency, I would like to give myself an opportunity to also vote for somebody who can effectively represent the people of the constituency as it stands right now. This party thing is not doing it for the people, okay? We're not in scene anymore. We're done with that.
Mr. Roll, you're a part of a party. What is how do you see things as far as coming forth and representing for the Coalition of Independents?
Yes, well, again, thank you, Mr. Watson, for having me. And yes, again, my name is Brian Roll. I'm a hands-on kind of guy. And this country have a lot of potential to be great. And I'm a person who wants to see my country be great. I want a country where our children and our children's children would have some place to thrive. Because again, this country have enormous potential. And I just saw it as, I'm a person of integrity, and I have a voice, and I'm fearless, and I'm a person of integrity. Again, I just feel as though we can do this, and I have a passion. I have a passion for doing what's right. And seeing the PLP and FNM continuously, especially with people from Golden Isles, have been totally neglected. And like you said, I am a resident of Golden Isles, and I just want to do my part. You know, like the saying goes, evil prevails when good men stand by and do nothing. And everyone needs to get on board who really wants to see a change in this country. You know, you just can't speak about it. You have to become involved and do something about it, and not just sit by.
People have always said, and then this goes for TOI and independence, that Caribbean countries still function in a two-party system. And perhaps maybe that's why the two bigger parties felt they didn't need to come, because they know in their minds they believe it's going to be between one of them, because at the end of the day, no matter how much people express that they're tired of it, the bulk of the votes always end up between the two major parties. And so in their minds, perhaps this is in the bag, it's going to be either you or going to be either me, in their mindset. What do you say to that? Because sometimes they feel as though it is what it's going to be. Bahamians are, at the end of the day, going to still resort with the majority of votes being the two parties, the two major political parties. What do you say about that?
Yeah, so that is the line that they want to feed people who don't know any better. So let me inform people so that they can better understand what's going on. As an independent candidate, as an independent MP, you can do a whole lot, all right? The job of an MP is to be the voice of the people in that parliament, as well as to legislate. So I'll go back. The legislation part of it, I'm covered. I'm a trained attorney, so I don't have to worry about that. Then, when we look now at being the voice of the people, I'm speaking out now, not only on behalf of me, myself, as a resident in the area. I have family that lives in the area. I have former students who live in the area. As a former teacher, I must say, 17 years of public school teaching, it's plenty of them.
Yeah.
And I can speak on their behalf as well. There are a lot of senior citizens in the area, people I would have met in my travels. Independent candidates on MPs can do a lot with constituency allowance as well. That $100,000 a year could go a very long way. With public partnerships, a lot can be done in the community. So don't let the parties trick you into believing that an independent MP cannot do anything. And as you can hear, my voice is very loud, right? And I think a lot of the parties don't want to hear me after a while, okay? And that is not going to work now. It's not going to work now. Independent member of parliament, they can be effective, but don't let the parties. That's like saying to someone, oh, don't let poor people go into parliament, or don't let rich people go into parliament. Parties and groups will spin their narrative, but the independent candidate one now, gone, out of the window, all right? Things do happen when people have a voice, and I will be that voice for the people.
Mr. Rowe, let me ask you, what have you been hearing on the ground? Because you represent COI.
Yes.
COI has its own set of traction to people who are tired of the traditional parties. What are you hearing on the ground, and why do you believe representing the COI will make a difference in Golden Isles?
Well, Clint, actually, the Coalition of Independence, we are the only party that has been addressing issues in the southwestern district of this country. The coal burning. We have discovered coal kills. We have actually put some of them out. Men and women of the Coalition of Independence are supporters. So they have been toting water in buckets to out these coal kills. The cutting down of our pine forest. The flooding issues that we're having in the Golden Isles constituency. The Coalition of Independence, with the leadership of Mr. Lincoln Bain, he is the only one out there literally fighting and making noise to try to bring some relief to the constituents of Golden Isles. And that is one of the main reasons why I decided to join this party, because it's clear and evident that the PLP is not doing anything and the FNM is not doing anything. So, and I've been a resident of Golden Isles for about 9 years, okay? And change has to come. The people are fed up on the ground. Again, the people they want change. And right now, the Coalition of Independence is the voice of the people, and they want to see that change, and that change will come. That change will happen.
What are the people in Golden Isles looking for? Because when you hear people say, "Oh, they haven't seen anything happen under the PLP or the FNM," what are the residents looking for?
Well, the residents are looking for good representation. The residents are looking for persons who are serious about bringing that change and just not talking it. Say, for instance, Mr. Brian Brown, and no disrespect to him, he has said that he was on the ground for 8-9 years, but what significant change has he brought to Golden Isles? Nothing. From my understanding, he gave out, a few little trinkets, little school bags to the kids and stuff like that. When it comes to the Coalition of Independence, we want to put residents in the position where they don't need to be given handouts. We want to empower our people. We are on the line of ownership, and that's what is really needed in this country. But at the end of the day, my colleague here mentioned something about having a voice in Parliament, right? But if you're not the party that's in power, there's very little you can do. And
you believe that?
Yes, because my thing is this, right? The only power that you will have is to do things in that constituency. But when it comes to the real core issues regarding the country holistically, if your party isn't the government, your hands are tied. You will have no say. But at least now that we have Iram Lewis, who is a sitting member, and when I win my seat, he will have someone to second all of the bills that we tend to put forward.
Do you believe you can make change if you are elected in Golden Isles, although you're not a member of, quote unquote, the administration is in power? Can you make effective change in Golden Isles?
Well, again, according to the constituency itself, like my colleague here mentioned, with the constituency allowance, some things can be done. Okay, but I try to educate our people on, see, the buck just doesn't stop there with the constituency, because at the end of the day, you could have nice roads, you could have adequate lighting, you could have nice parks, but it doesn't affect you where it's most necessary, where it's mostly needed. That's in your pocket. Nice roads don't put money in your pocket. At the end of the day, you need a government who's going to fight for the people and make sure that we benefit from our natural resources, we benefit from our carbon credits, put laws in place where we as a people would benefit from. This country is very rich. You said it before on one of your shows. You look straight at your people and you said, Bahamians, you are rich.
Correct.
And we are. But the ball starts with the right leadership. And personally, I don't think that we have the right leadership right now to make things happen. And what always comes to mind is the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré. That young man has, made leaps and bounds for his country. And, what bothers me sometimes is the fact that how a lot of our people look at politicians and we put them on a pedestal like they're better than everybody else. They are employed by us at the end of the day. We are the bosses. But many times they do as they feel like, and we just have to accept it. When they go overseas, they travel on our dime. Do they come back with any information or any accountability from what they transpired, what they have seen, how things are working in other countries to say, well, you know what, let's see if this could work here? We get nothing.
I want to get you in there.
Yes, so as my good neighbor, literally my good neighbor, right?
Yes.
Said, if somebody is in power, a party in power, it does not necessarily mean that they're going to get things done. How many MPs do not actually do for their constituents, even if their party is in power? So to put it mildly, being an MP of a government in power does not guarantee any result on the ground. So that is the first thing. And then secondly, when we examine the actual makeup of the Golden Isles constituency, there are almost 8,000 people in that constituency.
It's large.
8,000 voters in that constituency, which spans from the Golden Isles Road all the way past Adelaide, at the back of Albany there, and to the south of that, as well as a part of Dignity Gardens on the northern side of Carmichael Road. That constituency, not only is it very large, it is very diverse in terms of the residents. You have a lot of persons who own their own homes in the Coral Harbor area. They are the more settled and more affluent. And then, of course, you have a constituency like Adelaide, which is a bit more, low key in terms of that. But the constituency itself as a whole is so varied, and so programs that target each group is also necessary in terms of an active community or rebuilding that community. And in rebuilding the Golden Isles constituency, I believe we can actually rebuild the entire country, because we have been lacking and losing what is fundamental to our heritage and to our culture and to what it is to actually be a Bahamian. So working in Golden Isles would affect the entire country, and I tell people every day, not because you don't live in Golden Isles means you're immune from any of the trials and tribulations that we as residents in Golden Isles experience. Because don't care where you go in the Bahamas, the cost of living is sky high. Don't care where you go in the Bahamas, the cost of rent is very high. The cost of electricity is very high. The roads are horrible. Yes, we are getting those roads paved now, but guess what? My shocks and my car is gone. Who's going to pay for that? Right? So these are the things that we're going to look at. And we're going to say, well, okay, well, if you're not a part of a party, it's not going to get done. But people were a part of a party, and it still was not getting done. It's like one person say, well, oh, I got a better failing grade than you. How do we even reconcile that? And so
I want to go to a break, and when we come back, I want to ask, because the bigger party machines are using all of their members to canvass that large area. how's an independent candidate doing it, or another party, third party doing it, that may not have the kind of resources that these larger parties are doing it? How are you reaching the 8,000 people in a short period of time? We'll start with that when we come back. You're watching The Rundown. We're back on the ZNS Network after this break. Stay close.
Lead off with this report. This one is a good one to lead off with for Sunday.
Your weekend news just got better. Exciting features, good vibes. It's all about the feeling.
Hey, I'm Raven, and your Sundays never felt so good. Tune into Northern Service Vibes, where culture meets conversation, every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. only on the ZNS Network.
Our company offers a simple philosophy, open hands. What do open hands mean? If you keep your hands closed, nothing comes in, nothing goes out. If you keep your hands open, a lot of things comes in, a lot of things goes out. We cannot expect to be a successful company without blessing our community and blessing our country.
My good friend and valued client, Dominic Stirrup, approached me following a meeting we had and told me of the idea that he had of feeding 10,000 Bahamians on Thanksgiving.
There was a lot of details to put together, had to figure out how to get it done. But at the end, it was worth it. At the end, it gave me a heart of gratitude to know that our company is reaching out to so many persons.
We invite you on a journey to witness an extraordinary chapter in the story of the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, a tale of compassion, unity, and the true spirit of Thanksgiving.
Welcome back to The Rundown. My guests tonight are two of the candidates running in the upcoming by-election for Golden Isles for the Coalition of Independents, Mr. Brian Roll, and of course, running independently, Attorney Kim Butler. We're talking about how they're doing it. We know you have the F&M, who's pulling out its machinery of its party to cover the canvas area, PLP doing the same thing to canvas the area. How is COI doing it, and how is an independent candidate getting to 8,000 people in a matter of weeks?
Yes, Clint. Well, we hold our live every Sunday. Every Sunday we hold our lives on the various different social media platforms, and the responses are very promising. You know, the residents, they are tired, they are ready for change, and I think the Coalition of Independents, well, not I think, the Coalition of Independents, we will bring that change. And like I was telling you earlier during the break, island states and city government, what we want to do is split up Golden Isles in sections, okay? And every section would have a mayor, and every section would have their own budget. Every mayor would have their own budget, and the council would be the people of that particular section. And if you're not doing your job, they can fire you on the spot. You know, we would be the ones who would be putting forth legislations and tabling bills, and you know, and that is something that is doable and that can work. The Southwestern District, we have been, let me say we because I live there, we definitely need a state-of-the-art clinic in the Southwestern District. We need a fire station. We need an additional police station in those areas. And let me just go back to...
How would you get those? Because think about it, and from now, from the 24th of November until whenever election is called, if you were to win, either of you, you would be the representative. How would you get government to perhaps put a police station there or a fire station there? How would you do it? How do you do it?
Well, it's public knowledge. I think once we prioritize our spending, that is a big, major issue. And what troubles me is, you know, a lot of our member of parliaments, a lot of them are business owners, okay? And they're not managing this country. the way that they manage their own private businesses. I'm sure you guys can agree on that. Because no one goes into a business to lose money. You go into business to make money. And I'm sure all the businesses that the MPs are part of or are in, their businesses are making money. And the same thing applies here. I think that we need to prioritize and manage this country properly. The traveling and, I mean, a lot of the government vehicles, you know, persons might get mad at me for saying this, but a lot of the government vehicles are on the road. These vehicles need to be maintained, and they don't run off water. It's fuel. Fuel is expensive. Understand what I'm saying? A lot of things we can cut back on. Money is here. This country is very, very rich. We just need to prioritize our spending. But you notice in this country, when it comes to the people, there was always a problem with finding money. But they could find money for any other foolishness that they want to.
So do you believe as a member of parliament, are you going into politics? I hear a lot of what you're saying seems to be nationally focused, about the national country and about having that voice in parliament to raise issues. You talk about seconding bills that IROM puts forward. A lot of what you're saying seems to be a focus on getting into parliament to address national issues. And I guess the question then is, what is in it for the people of Golden Isles if you are elected on the 24th?
Again, at the end of the day, I want to do things or be a part of something where it benefits them, where it really counts. Like she said earlier, the cost of living is very high in this country. And roads doesn't put, mind you, it is good. You know, I would like for all of the communities to have, you know, a nice park, adequate lighting, nice streets, yes. But at the end of the day, holistically, our country needs to thrive. And once our country thrives, it will trickle down to the people.
What do you say?
Clint, it's a tall order. Let's be real.
Right.
Accident and emergency has been under construction under both parties. And hence my decision to run independent of parties. You know, the finger pointing continues day in and day out. Okay? Nurse Williams is not an anomaly. That's the standard. That's the general behavior between the major parties. And I mean, you know, my good neighbor here, you know, they're following suit. But these parties, to get things done, it's going to take some effort. It's going to take a lot of agitating. Yes, and it may take a minute, okay? But at the same time, we have to press our governments, whoever they may be, to let them get on board with our agenda. You see, for so long, we've been following their agenda. Whenever the hospital is ready, we get the benefit of it. Whenever the roads are paved, we get the benefit. No longer can we sit back, and we have been sitting back and allowing these parties to dictate how we develop as a country. Gone are those days when our leaders were educated and we were not educated, so we trusted them to do the right thing. Now we are all equally educated and we're not trusting them to do the right thing. And we're stopping that foolishness of going back and forth right now in this by-election. As an independent candidate, it is very difficult for me to get my message out to the 8,000 people in a little under 4 weeks, I must say. However, the word is getting out, and people are getting the messages. People are getting the notes. And guess what? Everyday citizens like you and my good neighbor here, my agents, they are now sharing. People are now voicing their discontent. And so now they have options. You have a major party, you have a minor party, and you have a true independent person. And this is why I'm here, and I'm hoping that those persons who are listening, and you are residents in the Golden Isles constituency, that you will mark your X come the 24th of November to Karen Kim Butler to represent you and your interest, party-free and unaffiliated, on that day.
Let me ask you, if you are elected, 24th, election happens, the votes are tallied the night of the 24th, and on the 25th, you're the member of parliament. What are your plans? What do you do? What is it you begin working on? Let's start with you.
Well, first of all, definitely deal with the pressing issues in Golden Isles, like the flooding issues. Just last night, there was some stuff burning last night during our live that we had. Of course, get a hold on that, create stiffer penalties if caught. There is also a mosquito issue in that area. Again, the parks. There are some parks that were supposed to have been designated for certain areas, and nothing has happened. Roads, but like she said, some of the roads are being paved right now. Adequate street lighting. We need to upgrade our utilities in terms of BPL. We need some upgrade with our energy infrastructure. And again, I need to agitate for a state-of-the-art clinic in the Southwestern District. I need to agitate, like I said earlier, for a police station and a fire station.
All right. What about you?
Well, the very first day, the first thing I would do is actually to host a town meeting for the residents in the area, because I would be their voice. It wouldn't just be my voice. I would be their voice. And in order to be their voice, I would need to really hear from them. And as many of the 8,000 that I can get, I will meet with those 8,000, as many as I can get, to organize a path forward. We must operate as a community, okay? So putting groups of people together, networking, knowing who is available, that's very, very important in a community. Now, like I say, one person, they believe will not make a difference. However, I beg to differ, right? So it's all about the people. And those are the people who would dictate exactly what happens on day one.
What has your experience been when you're on the ground? You're the only female running out of all of them. What has your experience been like when you talk to people in the area?
Okay, before I tell you what people are saying, let me use this as an opportunity to ask politely those persons who are tearing down my posters to cease and desist before the police find you out and lock you up. Okay? Now, I really appreciate that. The only female on the ground, it's a bit rough, but of course, you know, if you can see, I'm not a scary person, right?
Yeah, you don't scare easy.
That's right. And I've been a coach, coaching students, you know, so I know about competition, I know about it being a little tough. But at the same time, you know, safety is an issue in the Golden Isles community. And as my good neighbor has already mentioned, police station, the one that we have in the southern corridor, that one that serves from Blue Hill Road, from the Blue Hill Road end of Carmichael, all the way pretty much into Coal Harbor, almost down that side, I guess. It's a very, very large area, and so security is of major concern. However, I must say that there are cameras I'm seeing that, you know, we are aware in terms of the electronic monitoring of the area. I'm assuming that that's happening. But safety-wise, I really don't feel any threat personally on the trail when I move around.
What about you?
Well, the talk on the road, I mean, yes, the talk in Golden Isles. The residents, like I said earlier, they're ready for change. We have some issues where there are many illegals in the area. I said illegals now, not you know, because some people tend to get that a little mixed up. And, you know, we have a country to save, and the residents are really, really hopeful that the Coalition of Independence become the next government. We have a good plan our 2030 vision that we have presented, and you could go online and check it out. And again, holistically, I'm very hell-bent on, again, like I said previously, the constituency thriving and doing well. Yes, I love that. But at the end of the day, we have a country to save. This is the only country that we have. And one of the questions I always say, ask residents is, how many of us have the financial means to pack up our family and move to another country and survive for at least 6 months if this country was to get so bad? You know, and we need to make this a priority in saving our country. Make the priority of us being able to survive. Make this a priority of renewable energy. Get away from fossil fuels. Let's go solar. Our healthcare system needs to be upgraded. Our educational system needs to be upgraded. We have a lot of work to do. Our elderly are being neglected. Our disabled are being neglected. We need to get back to the basics. Food sustainability, agriculture. We need to get back to the basics, how we were back in the day when we provided our own meats, our own vegetables, our own eggs. We need to take this serious. COVID should have taught us a lot, but obviously we haven't learned anything. And personally for me, I think that food sustainability should have been one of our #1 priorities. We need to feed ourselves. We have 700 islands and keys. Why aren't we taking that more seriously than tourism? We could feed other nations. We have the potential to do it. This is not a game, and we need to stop, taking this for a joke with those two parties, the PLP and FNF, because obviously they are not interested in things like that. Things that are very beneficial, truly beneficial to our country.
All right, we're going to take our final break. When we come back and get a final comment, including this important question. If they're not successful at the polls, will they return for the general election? We're back after this.
At Frame Studio, as soon as you enter the door, we showcase any individual that comes in there and make it feel like they are at home. The space itself is 1,800 square foot. Our side wall, which is industry standard also, is 24 feet wide. You can do anything that you can possibly think of. At Frame Studio, under our theme, Now Create More, we look at Frame Studio as a canvas. And any artist knows a canvas is blank, and then you create whatever you want to do, right? So we have where you could rent tools. We even have workstations that people could rent out. To anyone inspiring to do what I've done, what my colleagues have done, or any other journey, I would say to you, don't be afraid. The worst someone can actually tell you is no. So if you have a vision, you have an idea, not everyone will get it. But if you believe in your vision, you believe in your idea, I say go wholeheartedly at it.
For more information about the Creative Entrepreneurs Initiative and the Crafting the Bahamas workshops, email info@sbdcbahamas.com or call us at 461-7232.
We're in our final segment with our two guests tonight. They're both running in the upcoming by-election. And I want to read some of the comments from the lines in so we can hear what people are saying online. Julia Saunders says, I must give this lady a hand clap. I think she's very courageous to run against these men and independently at that. Michelle James is asking, as an independent, what can get done in the House Assembly? I think she answered that quite eloquently. Now, Loretta Smith says, very intelligent lady, well-spoken. Angie Clark says, COI got them wet. I guess she's talking about the rain outside. Lord have mercy. Nicole Gibson says, you would have spoken to them and learned their concerns when you went for door-to-door before the election. I guess she's talking about going on the ground. Our next person said, people still tearing down posters, immature misfits. That's Kevin Williams. And then, of course, Rowena Smith is saying, where's Darren and Brian Brown? Why aren't they on the show? They were invited. They declined to come on. What is there? We're asking. All right, so that's pretty much what people are saying. So I'm going to give you the final word. I guess before we get to the final word, the question is, if you're not successful on election night, will you return? Because we know there's going to be a different Golden Isles constituency. We know that we expect a boundary cut and another constituency to be formed out of that, so it'll be a much smaller constituency. If you're not successful, will you come back?
Well, definitely it will be something for me to consider. I am a resident of Golden Isles, and I've been a resident for more than 24 years.
Wow.
So there's no place like home. And whatever they decide to call the constituency in which I live, I will still be there.
All right. What about you, Mr. Rowe?
Yes, I will be back, definitely. And if I might add, it's deplorable that the other two members, the other two candidates from the PLP and FNM, that they didn't show up. This was supposed to have been their opportune time to come and address their people. So if this is how they are starting out, I mean, for heaven's sake, why? Your people want to hear from you. It's unacceptable. So accountability has to start now. It has to start from here. And they are a no-show. It's terrible.
I'll give you both the final question. That is, you can address the people of Golden Isles. What is it you want to say to them tonight that you believe you want them to hear, who are watching in their homes tonight and listening to you? I'll give each of you an opportunity to address the people of Golden Isles.
Again, I would like to say, come the 24th of November, do vote for an independent candidate who will be able to voice all of your concerns without party affiliation, without party baggage, without actually having to ask permission to be given what is you are entitled to. So mark that X right next to the sand dollar. The sand dollar is my actual symbol. Karen Kim Butler, an independent candidate just for you.
Mr. Rowe?
Yes. I would like to say, our family islanders, you guys matter. You need proper clinics. You need proper ambulances. You need proper fire stations. You need proper airports, okay? The Coalition of Independence is the party to get those things done. Again, our Vision 2030 plan, we have everything stated. You can even add to it where we want your ideas to get the job done. And again, the Coalition of Independence, we are a party of inclusion. We want your guys, we want your ideas, we want your input, we want your suggestions. We need to do this together. We have one country to save. Change isn't coming, change is here.
All right. Let me thank both of you for coming. I appreciate you taking time. I know it's a very busy time and there's so much to cover, but just taking time out to talk to the Bahamian people tonight means a lot. I want to say thank you and wishing both of you well in your pursuit on Election Day. Thank you again. This is what we need. People,
thank you too.
Right-standing Bahamians who want to see a better country. Regardless of what sides anybody may be on, it's about putting country first.
Yes.
So thank you for being here.
Thank you, too.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
That does it for the show. For the rundown tonight, be sure to stay locked to the ZNS network for the Bahamas tonight at 11. It's the final newscast in the country with the latest news and information. Tonight, it's being read, I think, by Desmond Saunders. So for all of us here at ZNS, I'm Clint Watson. Thanks so much for joining us. Good night, everyone. At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
You can now stay in tune with all things social services on any one of our social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Also, missed any of our Taking Social Services to the People programs? No worries. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Bahamas Heartbeat, to watch all of our programs and special content. Social Services is the heartbeat of the nation, taking our clients from dependency to self-sufficiency to economic empowerment.
Welcome to a special good news edition of Taking Social Services to the People. There's an atmosphere of community that is being strengthened and restored at the Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting. An initiative by the staff with the approval and support of the Permanent Secretary, Ms. Fedro Ramming Turnquest, and the Minister, the Honorable Miles LaRoda. The Back to School Staff Fun Day was recently launched as a means to support staff morale and meet some at the point of their need.
But today, we just represent the Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting, and this is a team-building exercise to bring all of the staff together. And thanks to Ms. Fernanda and the HR team, we even have a food bank for staff members who may be in need of a food, or all of just go to HR and very discreetly get a package.
So we are our brother's keeper, and we're making sure that we have the necessary assistance for persons when they're in that little rough spot, you know? We are our brother's keeper.
Embedded in the success of the fundraising initiative was the inclusion of rich and bonding cultural games like hopscotch and ring play. To top it all off, the employees dressed in the uniforms of their former high schools.
Lunchtime was the best time of school time. When you say, Mr. Boy, lunchtime was the best time of school time.
I remember the days when we went to school. Do you remember? Yes, ringing the bell. This is an absolutely powerful initiative that the what is it? The Human Resource Department. Come on, let's go, man. Let's see how they're gonna do this. It looks like a big enough. Let's see. No. No, let's check. I don't know. Let's see. Yes, wait a minute, make it go in. So they following you?
They're just going downstairs on the way.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is okay. I didn't know what it was. It was just the alert. Come downstairs. The permanent secretary is on her way. Come, Renee. Come here, man. Let's see. Oh my goodness. So now let's stop here a minute. Which school is this?
Kingsway Academy.
Kingsway Academy. What do you remember about Kingsway Academy?
It wasn't long ago. It was good. It was good, very God-centered.
And then what do you feel about this day as a student dressed in your uniform, Miss Edwards?
I paid my penalty.
You paid your penalty?
Yes, I did. I paid my penalty. My $1 penalty, but I supported the tuck shops.
Yeah, the tuck shops. So yeah, tell us what's happening.
Oh yeah, so to get human resources, they have baggy, cup, patty, accounts, twist, and disability. I had everything.
You had everything? Oh Lord, I didn't bring any money on me. I must be able to come back. But I'm gonna go see what's gonna happen. You bought any salty?
Yeah, that's all.
You want to get your money? Can you buy something for me too? Yeah, all right.
I got you.
Okay, how you feel about the school day?
This is great, man.
Isn't that great? But you know what is even more encouraging about it? Mm-hmm. It is an initiative, and we're going to hear more from those who thought about it. Yes, but it's an initiative to say I love you to the staff who may want something to eat.
Amen.
Isn't that exciting? That's a change. I'll come up, let them see how much we love each other. Hey, I tease him. Say, I call him Miles the Third. Miles Monroe the Third. Let's go down here.
So what school are you representing? And you, madam?
CV Battle.
I'm representing Charles Sanders Baptist School.
Kingsway.
You dress up in uniform?
Yeah, I went blue and white. I went all in school.
When you are?
I went all in school. I went blue and white. So
what school are you representing?
CV, the great CV Battle.
the great Aramilli.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm representing RM.
Paces for Life. And you, madam.
I see my first name.
Yes, I have to get the entire ensemble. I mean, y'all look at the shoes and the socks.
Yes.
Y'all going all out back.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes.
Oh, that's. Oh my goodness.
Hello, I'm representing the great Tia Walker Night.
Let me catch this hairline.
Yes, sir.
I have to catch this hairline.
Yeah, you always
have to hold, monitor, infractions, you pay for it. Hold on. Detention.
Now, how y'all, I mean, school just started and y'all already in detention? Just start. What y'all have to write?
I'm going to be the teacher.
So step outside, step outside.
Some departments within the ministry at headquarters sold snacks representing expressions of our cultural cuisine. The permanent secretary, Mrs. Ramin Turnquest, applauded the staff of Human Resources, Accounts, the National Commission of Persons of Disabilities, Community Services, the offices of Minister and Permanent Secretary for demonstrating love and compassion for their colleagues. Before PS, Ramin Turnquest presented first and second prizes for the competition. 4 of us tried our hand at hopscotch. Hey, LOL. Let me forewarn you, you have to be in shape. Let's see who is in and out of shape. The Accounts Department walked away with the winning prize for their presentation on the solar system. Human Resources proudly received the second prize. Presentation finished. It was time for me to get a cup. And this is what we used to get. That's how I know how to take it in college, because we would go and get this. And also the cups. But you know, part of the greatest part of the cup for me is I like to go right. This is mine, okay? Which one is your favorite?
I like all 3 of them. That's it one.
This one? What's yours?
The green.
Great. That mine too, so I can have on 2 days.
Yeah.
It's just not going to be enough. But I just want to commend you all for doing such a powerful. Doesn't it feel good to play team ball?
Yes, it's awesome. It's really good. I love teamwork because I know teamwork still makes the dream work. Yes. And that's what we want to happen at social services.
Yeah. This is exciting. I know you're jealous. It's a healthy kind of jealous. I am so blessed to be here. And you know, come get one of these cups the next time, okay? It tastes good. The chief clerk of the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities, Christina Fernanda, spearheaded the initiative. She says the ultimate goal is to promote and strengthen unity.
What I want people to know is that while we are here to serve, we are also humans. And if we are relaxed and we are made comfortable, then it helps us to better serve the community. We are all about community, we are all about service, but one must envelop themselves first. So you have to empower yourself, refresh yourself, so that you can be better equipped to serve others. We grew up in the days of being able to play bat and ball and those things in the streets. And all of this today brought back all of those memories. We did the ring play, we did trivia. And so camaraderie is great with staff. And like I said before, this is the start of much, much more to come. I came from a ministry prior where we did lots of staff events to build camaraderie and build unity. And so I saw it fitting coming here to bring that here into the Ministry of Social Services.
Wonderful. Isn't it something? Principles never change, nor do they discriminate. You said that this is the Jesus ministry.
Yes, it is.
And he said, Father, let them be one as you and I are one. Father, let the Bahamas be one, as we are seeking to be one in the Ministry of Social Services.
It's all about unity, all about unity. Unity is strength.
That oneness. You did one family.
Yes, yes, I did one family. I served as chairman for 10 years. I did 5 terms.
How many people?
About 400, mostly men.
And as we close, I said it earlier, principles don't change, nor do they discriminate. Doesn't matter if it's in social services or in one family. What is key in managing as chairman of one family for a season in having oneness?
Well, unity is key, and being able to relate, because 400 persons, 200 different personalities, and so one has to be able to relate, and sometimes you have to come up to some person's level, and sometimes you have to be able to come down. So there has to be balance, and balance is the key, and showing persons that I am not better than you, you're not better than me, because in Junkanoo we have janitors, we have cleaners, we have doctors, we have lawyers. When we go to Bay Street, we are all one. You don't see titles. So in Junkanoo, there are no titles. And that is what draws and brings us all together.
You know, we can end this segment by going on to another one where this client of social services is now in a better place. And this is a good news program. There's a lot that we can be grateful for. Gratefulness leads to plenty. And so when we return, we are going to meet a former social services client who was saying, listen, I want to come back and say thanks. And do you know what she's doing? She is serving 100 free dinners. Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing. That is truly amazing. You help me, like we help others, and then it passes on. So we help you to help others.
That's exactly right. Loving our neighbor as ourselves. I want you to stay tuned. Social services, taking it to the people, continues in a moment.
Have you heard about the Promise Unit? The Department of Social Services provides food assistance, housing assistance, uniform assistance, burial assistance, and financial assistance. Promise makes it easy. You can log on via cell phone, your computer, or your tablet. Sign up today at promise.gov.bs. Once you've registered and created a profile, you can call the Promise Customer Contact Center and speak with someone about any inquiries at 1-242-4-PROMISE. That's 242-477-6647.
I was born with meningitis, and the doctor operated on me, and they did the operation wrong, and it left me paralyzed. Some days it's been good, and then some days it's been rough, because, you have to depend on people to do stuff for you, and everything like that, and I just thank God for each day to be alive. I've learned to enhance my communication skills. I've learned to speak out at different occasions, and I've learned to communicate with others. Don't look down on us just because we're disabled doesn't mean we can't succeed at anything. We're just like normal other people, and God has made us too, so you can't look down on us because we're part of His creation also. Don't count me out. Don't count me out.
The Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting is partnering with the Bahamas Christian Council to help build stronger Bahamian families.
I believe that our ultimate experience in living begins with God and family.
Our purpose is to facilitate, guide, inspire, and equip you to have a better life.
And a strong family foundation begins with each of us trying to become better individuals.
Let's unite for a stronger Bahamas.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting, the heartbeat of the nation, leading Bahamians from dependency to self-sufficiency to economic empowerment.
My boy today. Happy birthday to you.
That's in my voice too, so that's fine.
Happy birthday to you. You are so lovely. I mean, and this is such a powerful and wonderful expression of love. Let me tell you where you are right now. We are taking social services to the people, so you on TV.
Oh.
Yes. And I'm told that you were a client of social services.
Yes, many years ago, I was a client of social services in many different aspects. Like I was telling some of the people my story, not only from the grocery aspect of it. I used to be on the food stamps. I had my kids that was on the uniform assistance. They were on the lunch program, and I also stayed to Salvation Army, where social services assisted me to stay there. And then later on, because I'm the lady who had whose two kids were murdered 20 years ago, and social services assisted me even with the burial of that. So I'm out here just wanting to share the love of Jesus to these persons out of here and let them know there is hope, and let them know that God does love them, and know that your life can change, your life can pivot. God can change the narrative of your story if you just yield yourself to Him. So that's what I'm out here to do.
You know, this is a good news hour. We just came from social services. It was, another day. But the staff at social services decided that they want to help those people who are employed within the departments participating to say, man, we love you. And they're bringing their food and other supplies that we need at home to say, I love you, we have your back. And the Human Resource Department has made a space. So it's like a social service within a social service.
Great.
And
that's InReach.
That's InReach.
Yes.
And so we are here now to outreach.
Yes.
Because it is so seldom that people come back to say thanks.
That's it.
Tell me your name.
My name is Lakeisha Todd. I wanted to be that one to come back and say thank you. I wanted to be that one. So I've named this. This is my 50th birthday today. And I've named this is my team, Gratitude. I have my husband out here with me, my youngest son with me. Our oldest son is off working. I have my sister, my only sister, my niece, my parents are on the way, and I have some of my friends that are here working with me. All I told my friends was this year, I want to be a blessing. So instead of gifts, man, help me out. Help me feed the community. That's something that I do on a regular basis, as my husband is the evangelist at Living Waters. But this is something that I wanted to do personally for my birthday.
I met him coming in. You remember when we saw the macaroni? You saw the macaroni. That was her husband. I didn't know the connection. Yes. But you can feel that purity of heart. But you have to tell me, how did you pull yourself out of the valley of lack, of grief, of despair?
I had to know that there was more. There was more, and there was more that I could achieve. It was achievable. I also had to know that I had to help myself. Yes, social services is out here to help persons, but you've got a desire to help yourself as well. And then food stamps is not something for you to be on for lifetime. Food stamps is something to help you along the way. And then also, I'm in a place right now where I'm able to help others, and that's why I wanted to be a blessing to help those. That's all.
Yeah, but how did you get out of that, though? From not having the capacity to provide a meal for your family, to have to deal with the weight of grief with 2 children being murdered. How did you get up out of that bed of lack? And at Social Services, we're saying, listen, we want you to know that greatness is inside of you. And it's okay if you are on the dependency line of social services, because it's human. Some things happen, but there's something greater.
Yes.
And we want to move from dependency, self-sufficiency to economic empowerment. So you are off the dependency line.
Correct.
How did you do it?
Only God Almighty. I cannot attribute it to any man, any woman, only God. He's the only one that kept my mind intact. He's the only one that helped me to get out of bed. He's the only one that helped me to put one foot in front of the next when I felt like committing suicide, when I felt like giving up. Only God.
What was that like to be so desperate and be in such despair? Because we have a number of suicidal reports that's foreign to the culture of the Bahamas. As a matter of fact, I recently did an interview with a young lady who said she's tried to commit suicide 3 times. What is that like, and what do you see now? I'm sure that you're in ministry, you see those same mindsets where there's a point of just desperation.
Wanting to give up.
Yeah, but you had to, God is your source. God gives you direction, but you had to work your way out as
Correct. I had to participate in it. I could not just depend on persons to do it for me. Then I also had to have a good support group around me. And then for me too, at the point when I wanted to commit suicide was when I met up with a lady that took me to Living Waters Kingdom Ministries, where I'm a member, and I've been there now for 25 years. And the only counseling that I've had was from the pulpit with Apostle Raymond Wells. And that's how I have been, healing, growing, and striving.
Well, I want to do a shout out to you, Apostle Raymond Wells.
My apostle.
That's your apostle?
My apostle.
That's my friend. He is a great spiritual leader. Shout out, shout out, shout out. But this sounds really easy, and I watched from my car for, a few minutes before I came in, and I saw the hearts just being so happy to receive this meal. Seemed like it was Christmas to them. I want to meet your husband because, at Social Services, we are always looking to what the solution is. And you look like you're still in love and everything. Yay! Hey, glory, glory. Yes. This is
my Superman.
This is your Superman.
This is my Superman.
So you need a covering.
Oh, yes, you definitely. Listen, many times even being saved, love the Lord or whatever, this man covers me in prayer. This man is up before me and pacing the floor, and he goes to God on our behalf, of our family's behalf, and he goes on the behalf of the community. So what you see is, listen, this man here, I'm so grateful to have him in my life. It's my Superman.
Well, it is so important to promote, to celebrate the positive. If we always describe a problem, we become more of the problem. Most of the times we criticize our men without having regard for the good men.
That's right.
And you're saying
this is a good one.
This is a good man. How you feel with all of this celebration in front of your face and in front of the Bahamas and the world?
Just grateful. Just grateful. There were 10 lepers who were healed, and 1 came back to give thanks. So today is only a giving back to say thank you, God, for the journey that my wife and I will have gone through, and God's faithfulness. And so we're here to testify and to share love.
Well, wait a minute now. What you and your wife went through, you didn't have anything to eat either? Did you depend on social services as well?
No, ma'am.
I think he's talking about some other testimonies that God has done some stuff for us recently and blown our mind. We cannot discuss that right now, but God is just amazing.
He that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. This is my favor. And so when I met her, she told me a story, and I said, you know what? Me and you are connected. This is a purpose, and I think we're going to do some major things for God. And here we are now, serving the community and giving back.
Family comes from the word famulus. It means to serve. And to serve means to help. And you helped each other And love is known by the action it prompts. And so your love for service has inspired this outreach. What would you say now? Because there are so many young women and men, older men and women. It's really heartbreaking. And they don't feel as though that there is light at the end of the tunnel. I want you to, from a male man, from a leader's perspective, from a perspective of knowing that a lot of men have abandoned their leadership responsibility at home, what would you say?
For me, it was a transformation of mindset. Culturally, our men have been conditioned to sell drugs, to sell guns, and have a dysfunctional family. But for me personally, because my mindset was changed because of my personal relationship with Christ and applying the principles of the Word of God, I've seen different. And so I wasn't always a loving person, wasn't always a committed person, but under Living Waters Kingdom Ministries, Apostle Raymond Wells, and the teaching of his principles of the Word of God has changed my life tremendously. And so I encourage men out there, seek God, give your life to God, allow Him to change your mindset. Don't allow the community, don't allow the culture to drown you. There's hope. If you would take these principles of the Word and be changed, and Jesus said the greatest among us is servant of all. And so when you have been changed, all you want to do is serve. So we're giving back. And we're encouraging men. Listen, you're not lost. I mean, there's hope. So I believe that God can change me as a man and change and transform my mindset. Anyone can be changed. You just have to apply the principles of God.
Well, Apostle Raymond Wells, you're doing something well. Go point your finger at that. Look at that handshake right there. You see, this is one of your. You're doing something right, That's it.
Yeah, Apostle Wells, I want to appreciate and thank Apostle Wells, who I am, a child living with the Kingdom Ministry, and it's one of my great pastors, Richard. Trust me, all I can hear is their name ringing in my ear all the time, so trust me, hats off to the guys.
Sometimes we don't give the pastors the credit that they deserve. The church certainly can be doing much more. Judgment begins in the house of the Lord. But this is an example of when the one leper. I want you all to follow me and introduce me to your family. Yes, let's do that. I'm going to talk before we close all of this. We want to talk about the benefit of being grateful. So, this Miss Rocks, you think you were hiding from me, eh? No, you can't hide from me. How does this make you feel, having this opportunity to serve on this birthday?
Man, it feels so good that somebody can come and give back and say social services doing something good in their life. And because of the good that we did, now they want to carry on the mantle.
Yeah, so what's your position here at social services?
I'm a social worker.
Yes, I honor you. See, I tell you, we have some good social workers. What would you say to the other clients that you have? Jane, hold on.
We have some good social workers.
Let others speak good of your work. You see that is what is happening? Where's Miss Taylor? Is she ducking me today?
We're still in the office, holding the fort.
Oh, okay. I can see if I can find her on the 5th. How are you all? Y'all okay? Man, isn't this a good birthday gift? Yeah, this is everybody.
Very nice. It's a good birthday gift. God bless you. I love you and have a blessed day.
Well, I love you too. Listen to me.
God is good.
God is good, eh?
All the time.
You say I can't?
No, ma'am.
No? Even with my short hair?
No, ma'am.
Oh.
I watch you every Sunday at what's the church?
The Embassy?
Embassy.
Wow. Yes. Well, is it helping you?
By TV, yes, ma'am.
And what is your name?
Orinthia Colley.
Orinthia Colley. Let me get a little hug.
Yes, ma'am.
That's an embassy hug.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How are you all? You all okay? But that food looks good,
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. Isn't this a special treat?
Yes.
Absolutely. That's the birthday. That's the birthday girl right there. This is the birthday girl who's making all of this happen. Tell her thanks.
Thank you.
She can't hear you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You look nice.
Yes, isn't that great? Give me a little hug. Oh, what's your name?
Shalina.
Lalina?
Shalina.
Slice of birthday cake for everybody down there.
All righty. Very good. Let's go this way. You as your family. Is this your family?
It's my only sister. My one good sister, Kendra Stubbs. This is my one good sister.
Yes, I'm so happy my sister's doing this.
How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel warm that she took the time to pause and to give back to some place that was instrumental in her when she was coming up, and I love that for her. She's a good example of what a sister should do.
Well, let me tell you, I know that there's a similarity between both of them. They both have beautiful dimples. but I'm going to tell you something, what we don't think about. The people who died in the wilderness were ungrateful.
Oh my God.
Unthankful.
They didn't turn back.
They didn't turn back and give thanks.
Yes, sir.
And so you know what's going to happen to the leper that turns back and says thanks. What's your response?
Wow. I'm just ready for whatever God has in store.
Nothing but blessings for her.
And for you.
And for you.
Oh, she's always in my corner. Even, you know, Teton Tongue is bite, right? But listen,
my only sister.
She always in my corner. And I want to publicly say that. My sister is always in my corner. And I bless
she's
the
always
Lord
in
for
mine.
her.
Amen. That's what we need. Stronger families.
Stronger family. That's all we got is family.
Yes.
Family is what you can have at the end of the day.
Waiting on my mom and dad.
They can be here any minute.
Any minute they'll be here.
Okay. God bless you. You all. Come on, Dad. I ain't gonna put you on TV. No. You're not on there. You all mind being on camera? How you?
I'm good. That's everybody, right?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you.
So good to see you.
I know that voice though. You look like different. But I know that voice.
You know the smile as well?
Yeah.
Because I cut all my hair off. How you like this?
I love it. I love it. I love it.
You can do it soon?
I love it.
This is a birthday gift.
I am so happy for her.
Isn't it?
This is a blessing. Yeah, this is a blessing. Because guess what? I haven't had breakfast this morning. But now I have some food.
You didn't have breakfast this morning?
My house got flooded totally. I'm not even in my house right now.
Yes, and you know what? Do you know her story? You know, see, we have to get over in our family, and I thank you all, that life happens.
Exactly.
And sometimes we're in the valley.
Yeah.
It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yes, I just told her that.
No, it ain't nothing to be ashamed of. All of us go through something.
Go through, and we come out stronger.
Yeah, and we come out stronger.
Yes.
Because she used social services for her.
Yeah.
And any number of ways.
Yeah.
She had 2 children murdered. So we provided at social services the grave, the burial. She needed the food stamps, the groceries. She used just about every service. Now, guess where she is? Helping others.
That's right. I would do the same. But right now, I am down. I need help.
They say born
you
to
know?
serve, but then they say we all waiting on Christ. What does waiters do when they wait for Christ?
Serve.
You do something in the meantime.
Yeah, so what are you all doing in the meantime?
I'm trying. I came to social services. I haven't had the help yet I needed. I need a home. I need a place to stay. That's what I need.
Yeah, but do you have...
I want to encourage people, but I am retiring in 6 days. Then I'm going to start my mission.
Then you're going to do what?
Start my mission.
You're going to start your mission? But so you have to find a way to build up some revenue and make a living to maintain your house.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
I have the property.
You have the property?
The house was destroyed.
Oh, okay.
From the flooding and all that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you probably get a duplex or...
No, right now all I need is a 1-bedroom. I just need a one, just for me to have a roof over my head.
Oh, just to start. All great things begin small.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
So it'll be your house.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I just love you all and appreciate you all for taking...
All of y'all, and we appreciate the lovely lady.
Yes. Say hello to the Bahamas.
Hello, Bahamas. Have a beautiful afternoon and a gorgeous, blessed weekend.
See, this is the character of the people of the Bahamas. Beautiful.
God lives there.
Yes. What's your name?
My name is Sybil James Raming.
Yes.
Give God thanks for all things. All things.
Thank you for being so beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, God bless you.
Good to see you. You still look good.
Yay! All right, thank you so much. Let's go to the administrative office for a moment because while the workers are out here
assisting and allowing the clients of social services to have a free meal on the birthday girl. Somebody has to hold the fort. We'll be right back.
What make me different is my helping the disabled and helping them with my tennis. I won my first gold medal when I was 18. I went to China. I won my gold medal in China. One thing I like about it is representing my country. I'm a certified tennis coach. My certification is coaching the disability and coaching normal people. I'm a volunteer. What I like about this program is I like you meet, you make new friends. What I like about being a volunteer, I like helping them from the bottom of my heart. I never give up on helping them. Don't count me out.
You can now stay in tune with all things social services on any one of our social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Also, missed any of our Taking Social Services to the People programs? No worries. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Bahamas Heartbeat, to watch all of our programs and special content. Social Services is the heartbeat of the nation, taking our clients from dependency to self-sufficiency to economic empowerment.
Strong family bonds provide a crucial support system, often filling the gaps that might otherwise lead to reliance on social assistance.
If we get the family structure support system right, you won't see adult children willingly putting their parents in senior citizens' homes. You won't see anyone putting children up for adoption. We should be the safety net for when the family begins to have some challenges.
Addressing the root causes of dependency is essential, as our goal is to shift the focus from merely providing aid to fostering self-reliance.
We must be prepared to move persons from dependency to self-sufficiency to economic empowerment. And I'm asking the public to join us on this journey.
This has been the Heartbeat Brief, an inside look at the Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting.
Yeah? Yes. You look beautiful. The pinky. But you know, I came to tell you something. I came to tell you that when King David and all of his soldiers went and got some land, and we were out there just now, and Miss Todd, she fed 150 people. Yes. But you know what David did? David remembered the people who was holding down the office like you.
Oh.
So, you, Miss Young. Come, Miss Young. Come, Miss Young.
Miss Young, he's not mobile.
Oh, come in. Let us in then. How you all? You all in the best place, okay? God bless you all. How you doing? You all right? Okay. God bless you. Okay. All righty. How are you all? Hello. How you doing?
I am wonderful.
What are you ducking? No, you are not. You are not hiding. How you doing?
You all right?
You all right?
Yes, ma'am.
We appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am.
All the work you do behind the scenes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
All the time.
Say hello to the Bahamas and tell them you can keep trying to do better and better in service.
I'm doing better and better in service.
Yes. God is good.
Amen.
All right. Okay. All right. Look, they saying bye. Come on, y'all. Say bye. Come on.
It's a good program for young adults
them for 3 days, on Wednesdays and Thursdays and Fridays. I like it. I enjoy it. It's been the 40th year. Miss Wally put me and Kevin and Makila Javen be volunteers in training.
I learned that helping other people, since I'm a volunteer, I learned that helping people can make a difference in their life one day. I've been helping them with learning time, and I've been helping my friends in the wheelchair.
I learned life skills, life independent skills. Miss Wally teach us how to be independent, to learn how to do things for our own selves. Don't count me out.
Don't count me out.
Children are a heritage from the Lord. That's right, you, the one listening to this video. You are a special gift to your parents. Gifts are meant to be a source of happiness and joy. And we pray that you be that gift to your parents or guardians. We hear it time and time again that this generation is lost. In the Department of Gender and Family Affairs, in the Ministry of Social Services, Information, and Broadcasting, we don't believe that. We believe that every generation of youth and children faces their own challenges, and you are facing your own set of challenges, but we want you to know that we see you. We see those of you who are going to school and doing your best. We see those of you who are striving for greatness in your various endeavors. We see those of you who, in spite of the mistakes you've made, are working to be better versions of yourselves. We see you and we are pulling for you. So don't give up when things don't go your way. It's just life teaching you a lesson. Don't give in when the crowd pressures you. Standing on your own only makes you stronger. Do listen to your parents. They have been where you are and know just a little more than you do. Last but not least, do treat others as you would want to be treated.
You can now stay in tune with all things social services on any one of our social media platforms: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Also, missed any of our Taking Social Services to the People programs? No worries. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Bahamas Heartbeat, to watch all of our programs and special content. Social Services is the heartbeat of the nation, taking our clients from dependency to self-sufficiency to economic empowerment.
She wants to give you a bag of groceries.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's you see how God provides.
Yes, ma'am. I was going to the Great Commission for food, but I had to come here. I said, Lord, I can feed my children. And when I walk here, I see food provided. I said, God is good. Because I didn't know how I was going to go get some for them this evening, because Great Commission is give food. And then when I come here, I was able to get 3 plates of food, 3 cakes, and 3 water. So God is good.
Wait a minute, you have a bonus.
Yes, sir.
Because of your faithfulness, they were giving out 4 bags of grocery. She said she came here, but she was on her way to Great Commission to get some food. Tell her your story.
Yeah, I was, because I come to I go on Great Commission and get a plate of food. But when I had to come here to social service, it cost me not to go to Great Commission for food. And then I was saying, Lord, how I can provide for.
Ordered.
Yeah.
Your steps were ordered by the Lord. And if we only came here for y'all, that's what we came for. Your steps were ordered.
Did you say how many kids you have?
2 sons, a 17 and a 13.
I'm a boy mom as well. I got 2 as well.
I said, Lord, I ain't gonna feed them. My 13, he coming from school 3 o'clock. I said, Lord, I ain't, he like to eat.
And you know they always hungry.
Yeah, so I said,
they always hungry.
You know, you're thinking, you say, I mean, you get a little $20, but then you say, nah, you can stretch it, huh? Because then you have to stretch it. So God is good. When I say, because when I was walking, I see the guy say, to food free. He say, yeah. I say, oh, thank you, Jesus. Huh?
But you know what? This birthday girl was where you are. It's her birthday, and she's giving back.
Keisha.
Yes, but guess what? She was on the line like you.
Yes, sir.
And so tell her what to do.
And I'm staying in the shelter at the moment.
I was in the shelter as well. I lived in the shelter. I
can't see my way, but I trust in God.
That's
Yeah.
right there. That's the first step, and you gotta believe.
Yeah.
You gotta make your steps, and God helps those that help themselves. You put one foot in front of the next, and you get in a Bible-based church, and you get the principles of God. And I invite you to come to my church, Living Waters Kingdom Ministries. I'll give you my number on the side, and if you need us to connect to whatever, we can do that. Okay?
Yeah, and I have a sponsorship also to help me towards apartment. Because social service said they'll give me $1,200 towards the rental assistance, but I still need apartment. I do time sharing, but it's commission work. So you have to push your sales.
Yes, you need.
Yeah, and I only made sales at them 19. Huh? So, but I season up, I think it'll come up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are working?
Yes, time share, commission.
Oh, okay. Commission
making money. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You thought about finding another job on the side?
I applied for the Ministry of Education Security. I got the interview and everything. I went on their first walk, but they vetting us. So I don't know when I start government. So at the meantime, that's why I'm doing time share.
Oh, good. So listen, I want to thank all of you. The grocery bags are coming.
Yes.
I hope the grocery bags come before we close off.
They're right behind.
But let's present.
My baby boy is
Yes.
eating them right now.
Okay, well.
That's a baby.
Yeah, just until he comes over. Tell him bring one. Just for the presentation, because we're going to have to sign off in a minute.
Bring one for now.
Yes.
Just bring one.
Now, we're going to, listen here, this is how opportunity is always watching and evaluating you.
Yes,
See how the Lord ordered your steps right over there. Watching to give
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
That's it.
You don't know who watching to give you?
That's it. So no time to be bashful.
Yes, when you don't ask, you don't get the help.
That's it. And see, you're going to be, what, like one day? With the birthday girl, you'll be given just like her and be inspired by, because
there's a lot of single mothers that needs help and they see you day and night. They don't get encouragement from you.
Yes, absolutely. You know, I just want to say we're gonna close this off together. Where mommy and those? Where mommy? We're gonna make this one big family thing, okay?
Mommy.
That's because you see what? Yeah, see.
Mommy, you see, Pastor. And that's my senior pastor's wife right there.
Yeah, your senior pastor's wife.
Raymond Wells, Pastor Raymond Wells' wife.
Oh, yes, I know her. Yes, quite well. Yeah, so we running out on the clock.
Come, honey.
Y'all come quickly.
Superman, come. Now, please, thank you.
Yes. Come, hey, Pastor Wells, come, y'all come quickly. We shutting off the camera. Come, y'all come.
That's my pastor, oh boy.
So the pastors have come to support their senior leaders, and that's great. And so this is what we are all saying. Please, you all come. Come right next to me.
Secretaries, you all come. Executive secretaries, please come.
How are you?
How are you? How are you?
Good, thank you.
This is Pastor Olivia. You all should be so proud. This is the executives. Are you proud?
Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness. And who's this?
Linda, the executive assistant.
The executive assistant. See, this is one big family.
Yeah.
Now, just before you go, because what are we saying and what do we need and what do we agree what we need in this country? Stronger families. If you don't have the blood family, you have the church family. If you don't have the church family, you have the friend family. But make sure the friends going somewhere in life. Racial relationship means to connect, but the quality of the relationship depends on whether you succeed or you fail. Here's a family unit. Now listen, this is the daddy. You see what happens? Daddies, listen, before I tell you about the daddy, you could afford to say that Living Waters will be ringing on the air with this program. They have made you all proud. Ambassadors of the kingdom of God. What y'all doing to make them so happy? Because my photographer right there from you too.
Yes. So what we're doing is like you said, we are a family and a community. And families show support, families show love, they show concern. If you are in it, we are in it with you. And we're so very proud of the Tours, especially Lakeisha, who has been a recipient of the kindness at the generosity of social services and a community that stood with her in her downtime. And now she's playing it forward to others who may be facing similar challenges that she would have encountered throughout her years. So we are so proud of her to put her effort and to put her seeds, her gift into good use that makes God really proud today.
Come on, let's give God a praise offering. Clap, 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 clap. You got to give thanks. Don't y'all move. Hold on. Daddy, how does this make you feel today?
Wonderful.
What would you say to your daughter? And what would you say to the single mothers, the married mothers who are there hurting, and the widows and don't know what to do?
Well, to my daughter, I would say, keep on doing what you're doing. And to the younger folks, trust in God, serve Him, and He will guide them and direct them into the right paths.
Mommy, I noticed that all of your daughters have dimples.
All of my children.
All of your children?
All of my children, the boys and the girls.
When I was growing up, I used to do like this. Lord, please give me. Did you do that too?
I certainly did. I'm still doing it.
Did you do that too?
So maybe it'll come in. The joke about it, Debbie, my oldest sister, every time I had a child, she'll come to the hospital and she would make fun of, the two of us have flat nose. And every day she said, but all of your children have dimples. I said, yes, the Lord sent them to make me happy and to make me proud. And to Him I say all honor and glory is due to Him.
And this is your son?
Yes, it's our baby.
Your baby. How you doing? You a big NBA player or something? Yeah. But how you feel working with your big sister today?
I feel good.
Your big small sister.
I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel good.
You feel good? All right. So we're gonna close it up here, and look how God orchestrated this, hey. But what I see is hope for the country, and yes, because gratefulness. Mr. Dudley used to say, the founder of Dudley's Products. I used to consult with him. He died recently, and he said, Debbie, always remember, gratefulness leads to plenty. And when you think about it, the 3 million plus Israelites who died in the middle class, who died in the wilderness, died because they were ungrateful.
Yes.
So this expression of gratefulness is going to open gates, floodgates for you and your family.
Amen.
So I am going to ask you to close us in prayer. But I want final comments, because you on the way up, out of the valley. We're going to lift you up with love and with prayer. Final comment.
My final comment would be, we have the hands for the single parents. God said without our hands, you can't do nothing.
All things are possible with God. And when you're down, you're not 6 foot. So when you're down, you push against whatever behind you and you ask God to, Lord, raise me up and order my steps and help someone else when you get on top.
In my mind, we have that captured. Both of you. Y'all sure y'all don't have some preaching in you or something? Yes, absolutely. The birthday girl could get, but just before she closes us in prayer.
I just wanted to, we brought some grocery bags that we wanted to present to 4 mothers that came, or fathers that came. So I think we have 2 here. I think there's maybe 2 more there.
Miss Rocks, please, the social services, you can't let social services get left out. Come, please.
Okay, so, not the bags.
Bring the bags very quickly. Come, please, Miss Rocks. Yeah, this team. Social services.
Just a little something for you and your family, all right? Okay? You're welcome. So we have a bag for you and for you and the other lady she's coming back.
Oh, okay.
Who's coming back?
The young lady, she told me she'll be right back.
Okay, please, make the presentation.
So, lady here and Miss Roxbury.
See the overflow has already begun. You see that? Yes, that's good.
Yeah, because I'm bringing up our little boy whose mommy died 4 years ago. She died from AIDS, and I'm bringing her up, bringing him up. So we believe in this. Yeah.
That's good, and plus you have your grocery. You have, do you have a stove and you can cook on?
Okay.
We have some items inside that if they don't have a stove that they can still use. But that's something again that we do from Living Waters in our outreach initiatives, where we go out and feed people like that, and even homeless. We do certain different packages. If they don't have a stove, they can get some items that are non-perishable that they can use, and then if you have a stove, we do that as well. So that's something that we do on a regular.
I really need Miss Rocks to come now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, she's so busy. Who that was in the Bible who always waking? That was Mary and Martha. Martha was the one. This Martha. Final words.
Well, I just want to say thank you to the birthday girl and coming out. I really do appreciate it, because sometimes the limelight that shine on social workers and social services is not a positive one. Yeah. And to hear somebody come back and say thank you. Because remember now, Jesus healed a few. That's right. And how many came back? And there's always someone saying negative. Right. So it's so beautiful when someone says something positive. And I really do appreciate that. So I'm going to accept this on behalf of my chief, Ms. Monique McKenzie, who's the chief for the center, for when a client come in need, we can present it back to them. All right? Thank you so much. I do appreciate it.
We're going to close with prayer for the entire country, for every one of you who are hurting, who feel despair. There's hope, there's favorable, confident expectation. We are moving you from dependency to self-sufficiency and on to economic empowerment. Bless the nation, Pastor Olivia.
Amen. Father, we give you thanks. Lord, we give you honor. We give you glory. We thank you because you are God and God alone. We thank you, Father, because you are God of our country, this great Bahama land. We thank you for your hands that's upon us, Lord God. We thank you, Father, that no matter what comes our way, you still stand strong in our midst, giving us, Lord Jesus, the power, giving us what is necessary, what is needed, that we stand and we survive. We thank you, Lord Jesus, because of your hands that's with us and your hands that's upon the towards, Lord Jesus. She is here today making an impact, touching lives, Lord Jesus, on persons that are in need. We thank you, Lord God, that she was touched, Father, with the feeling of what they are going through, and she's here today, Father, standing by your grace to be a blessing, Lord God, to our community, to be a blessing to those in need. And Father, now we pray your blessings upon her husband, upon her parents, Lord God, as they go forth. We thank you, Father, in the name of Jesus, for your hands that continue to rest upon them, meeting their every need, oh God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
We love you. Social services, the heartbeat of the nation.
This has been a production of the Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting, the heartbeat of the nation, where we move our clients from dependency to self-sufficiency to economic empowerment.